Okay, when you guys come in, please let me know how the sound is and continuously let me know how the sound is. Thank you, thank you. It is 3 p.m., December 6th, 2022. We're going to talk about Lilith's ugly lost spell. And I'm going to show you something, okay? So just hang out, grab your stuff, we'll play with cards. But Big Mama and Isis and a bunch of men showing me stuff today. And I was sitting here just kind of getting ready to post a video. And they're like, okay, just turn the camera off and explain this. Be comfy. So Lilith was Adam's first wife, right? But Lilith is also the first woman. And she was made hermaphrodite. Now, after all that weird shit happened in Genesis and all those other stories you guys know, sorry, I'm trying to get the keyboard out of the way. What you guys don't know is that Lilith was condemned due to her appearance. So if you want to look at it planetarily, what? Clara? Are you on a phone and you're typing something wrong? Lilith, if you're looking at it as the moon, as a planet, was once a lush place. But after that weird cataclysm stuff has happened, that lush place isn't very lush anymore. The thing that, it's kind of like, I think it was Artemis or Athena that did the Medusa spell on Medusa. And it turned Medusa into a person who, when men would look at her, she would turn them to stone because she kept getting, like, you know, upset and stuff. Oh, come on, YouTube. I don't want to get any copyright strikes. So, she was cursed to have snakes for hair and turn people to stone, right? Well, after Lilith and Adam and Eve and all that stuff happened, Lilith was shown as a demon because Eve wasn't a hermaphrodite. Lilith was. So after a long time, in order to make Lilith seem like the bad guy, her appearance was distorted. Her story was distorted, and all of that. Which is also where you have Medusa and all the other ones, the demonesses and the devas that were turned into demons. And the reason why people see them that way is because of a vibrational spell that's been placed on the light. And that spell makes people see pain and that person's emotions rather than what they actually look like. So what happens is people need to look with their hearts and not their eyes. That way they can break the spell. And when they do that, weird stuff happens. So let's say I'm supposed to give you this example. Sorry, hard to talk. Jaw has been realigned. The thing I'm supposed to explain it to you as is, remember in high school, you guys had like, we all had those really nerdy friends, or like that really chunky girl or guy that everybody picked on. Well, those beings were under Lilith's ugly spell. Not that being overweight or anything ugly, but like those people who weren't happy with it, who weren't comfortable, they were like, oh, I feel ugly. Well, they felt ugly because of an ugly spell, a vibration placed on them, so that their actual mate, when they show up, they don't end up screwing them over like Adam and Eve. You know what I mean? So Lilith puts these spells on beings so that betrayal and treachery and abuse and all that are found. So let's say there's a king, right? And he's looking for a bride, but everybody he looks for wants to use him for money. So he goes to a witch, and the witch puts an ugly spell on him. This is so sticky. So she puts an ugly spell on him, and with that ugly spell, only the person that's really meant for him would find him, right? And find him attractive or find her attractive. Kind of like Beauty and the Beast. So ask yourself, who do you have in your life that you think is really ugly or mean or a bad person? Because I can guarantee you, you and that person or people are probably supposed to be really good friends. But that spell has kept you people apart to see if the connection is actually strong enough and authentic enough. Comprende? So those of you who think weird thoughts about me, it's a divine test. How many of you have passed it? Not many. How many of you have people who are really, really kind to you? Like you women who have people who are really kind, like guys that are really kind to you, but you're like, oh, he's such a good guy. You're not really attracted to him. And just think, on the timeline where you weren't so stuck up, you would have been with that person and you could have done, all sorts of cool shit together. But you saw the physical body and you're like, nope, that's not it. But remember, the physical body can be changed and altered and naturally evolved. So people you find unattractive, maybe you're being asked to look deeper to find that attractiveness within them and help them bring it out so that their body and their cells change. Comprende? It's kind of like Mommy Fortuna putting a false horn on a real unicorn to get people to see the real unicorn. And some people just see the false horn. And there are some people all over the world that are judging based on appearance. And then others who can't control themselves for no reason other than lust. And that's another test. Because I could be your mother or your father in costume. And I'm noticing some of y'all are really just boorish and mean and judgmental on appearance. And that wouldn't even be noticed. You know, unless Lilith had put that spell there. You know what I mean? Let's put some butterflies over here. So, you have an ex that you broke up with because there was just not attracted to them? Or do you have a friend that wants to be your friend and you're like, oh no, not really, because you're not really sexually into them, but that's like your potential best friend? Is there someone in the career field that you want to work with, but you're like, oh, there's some weird shady energy. I don't know what it is. Right? That's that. It's a energetic repulsion field, okay, that pulls things that are supposed to be together apart based on physical density. Physical density is based on spiritual energy. Spiritual energy is usually manipulated by people who are low vibrational and refuse to evolve. So they stick to low vibrational energies to manipulate higher energies, like crabs. One of those methods is Lilith's ugly test. Lilith's ugly spell test. Because I don't look like what you're seeing me look like. What you're seeing me look like is based on what you really think about me. Underneath that is the real me that you're not seeing because you're busy being hateful. So, how do you undo it? I don't know. How do you undo any dark magic? What dark magic? Dark has no power. Even the things they do with demons, who do they go through? Gaia, Lilith, God, the Great Mother. What do they think they're doing? The gods look at them. They see how people respond with these tests. They see how they treat each other. And then what happens? Connections are made or separated. When connections are separated, what happens? People suffer without each other. Or people get together based on physical things when they're supposed to be not together, but with someone else. And what happens? Look at things and they walk away or they move forward because they're not looking at things with the heart. They're looking at things with down there. And then mental imagery, fantasy, which is distorted due to programming. So what are you going to do about it? I can stand under a light, and each different light is going to show a different aspect of my face, each different color. Doesn't matter. If I go and get my teeth adjusted and a a facelift, a whatever, boob implants, butt implants, whatever the fuck else, and like, sit there like a fucking Barbie doll. Who would trust me more than they do now? Probably nobody. If I came in looking like an old lady, crippled over, the cane, like teeth falling out, and all this shit, or looking like a man, beard, big belly, losing my hair, or skinny, scrawny, dying, who would take me seriously? But if I come here looking like a normal person and I explain this to you, what happens? Paranoia in the people that hear me, because they can't make sense why I look this way. What else am I supposed to look like to you? What is the love of your life supposed to look like to you? What if they don't? What if what you're looking at right now is an illusion and underneath it is the real me? And I'm like, and you guys are just seeing what you're seeing on pixels. What if you're looking in a mirror and you think that's an accurate image of you in a mirror? A mirror is images in the past, remember? Or future. This isn't even the present moment. It just passed. 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 Now, since your cells are perpetually regenerating every single day within a 24-hour time span, and by 7 years you have an entirely new body, look it up. Explain to me how, if someone thinks I'm ugly, or your ex is ugly, or your future partner is ugly, and you're like, not going to date that person. But if it's all regenerating every day, and energy is emotions, and your cells respond to your thoughts, and someone's in your life helping you be happy, and you're helping them be happy, and things are comfortable, and then after a while, people start to look like each other, don't they? How does that even happen? Right? So think about it. Think how pointless vanity and lust actually is. Because in the end, you got like true partners start looking like each other, don't they? All the DNA swapping and everything, all the food being cooked for each other with intention, all the time spent in each other's energy field. The physical form changes because of energy and thoughts. So when you're around somebody and you're like, oh, that person's ugly and not trustworthy, those are thoughts and energy. Change them. Look with your heart. And then once you have actual fucking facts, then make a decision and an opinion. But until then, all you're listening to is the ego and the mind. Hey, Goddess Nora, I'm glad you're here. There was a little armpit fetish person earlier. I'm like, what the fuck? There's people like that. I'm telling you, Lilith's ugly lust spell. Ugly spell test. It's a lust spell. And the first 2 comments I got when I started this video were, take your shirt off. Let me see your armpits. You're nasty. You're nasty. All right. Any questions from anybody? Well, I don't even know how many people are in here. So that's like 1 or 2, but I know there's more. So I don't know what else to tell you about it because it just seems so self-explanatory. Like you got to feel out a person's vibe, and you have to know your own mental state. Because if you have insecurities, you're going to be looking at people with insecurities. And if you don't have insecurities, then you're probably a fucking cold-hearted narcissist. So some insecurities are good in a balanced way, you know? Hold on a minute. Let's put, there we go. So it's nice and chill. No copyright strikes. So yeah, you guys could have maybe passed over the love of your lives already because you couldn't recognize them. Because Lilith was doing a test. Oh, that's your husband? Hold on, let me put a mask on you. Let's see if he recognizes you. Did he? jury's out. Or like you guys went to high school with someone who like was your, your twin flame, but you didn't notice it back then because you were like, oh, that chubby little kid, that's scrawny little thing. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So I think it's pretty clear, right? I hope so. Get you some cards. Point, I might come back tonight to do an actual funny, fun card reading because there's a lot of weird energy going on. But this was really asked. I'm ready for me to do this ugly spell test because apparently you guys see something that I don't. So I'm supposed to show you this spell. It's an ugly spell test based on lust and vanity and the hearts of people. I've been in it long before I was here. I'm just here pointing it out and pulling those daggers out. And I'm like, all that pain you felt, all those stabs in the heart, all that stuff that happened to you guys, it was because someone fucked with your reflection. And they messed with your self-esteem and made you guys think that you're not good enough or that your partners weren't good enough for you or whatever you want to flip it around as so that you guys would be alone. Elder of Swords, truth being spoken. New beginnings were cut out because of connections that should have been together, but were not due to illusions of what people couldn't see. Kind of like when I was with the Leo and I kept telling him, I'm like, this is going on. And he was like, no, that's not what's going on. No. But he knew. But he knew. He absolutely knew. He was in it for the long con. Because the spell is worldwide and has been going on longer than any of us can remember. Since really Eve was made. Because Lilith was like, hold on, Eve, let me help you out. And Eve was like, cool beans. You can also think of it like maiden mother crone, Hecate, or Isis showing up in different forms. Like Hecate going to someone and, looking like an old lady or a crone or like a wicked witch, and she's like, hi, I'm the fairy princess. And people are like, burn the witch. And then when they try to burn her, she's like, surprise, you know? But in order for that to occur, the illusion is done by the energy of Lilith. Hence why lust is Lilith's ugly spell test. And once people see through it, the spell is gone. Poof, in smoke. On a very, very muggle level, someone's going to come into your life and you're going to need a moment to look at them clearly to make certain that your thoughts are not going to get away from you. Because they could either be really attractive, Ace of Wands, or they could be really somebody that you're not attracted to, but eventually you kind of learn to love them. And then that love becomes an unbreakable connection that makes it more than just physical attraction. You see how it's two different reflections? See that? Even he's pointing. He's like, you see that? I'm hearing the name Rima. A person in my family on my grandmother's side was named that. The Emperor card and the Devil card. But in this deck, the Devil card isn't a Devil card. It's someone communicating with their ancestors and their tribe. There's rose petals, there's a beautiful white candle, there's truth. Nothing's bound, nothing's chained, and it's a grandfather and a grandmother speaking to someone. And look, a feminine figure who's wearing a vest. And you have the same ancestors and the tribe coming out of there and giving messages to people. Sorry, this keyboard is about to fall. This pain that you guys carry regarding your appearances, it's deep within childhood. You would probably spend a lot of time by yourself replaying all the things all the people told you about what you look like to yourself anytime you were alone. And you might have noticed how God and the Great Mother and everybody keeps sending like children your way or beautiful childish things, like animals, um, sparkles, fairies, joyful energy and stuff. And it's kind of like to help you see beauty again with your eyes. Because a deep part of you guys, out of everyone, has been fenced off from being able to bloom. It's been created in a very homogenized, pasteurized way. You see, there's not even any sandwiches here. There's nothing. It's just cups she doesn't even want to drink from. And then there's a drink that's already still full. It's not even emptied. Like not even one bit has been poured from that. And here it looks like she's drinking something and then she puts it down. Like, no, I'm too ugly for that. And all your ancestors are like, the fuck you are, kid. What do you mean? And but energetically, there's people in the background going, oh, look at this, look at that, look at this feature, look at that feature, pointing and laughing. See that? But etherically, spiritually, ancestrally, there's something else coming in, or you guys are seeing something else there, and you're like, fuck that. What's right this? What's right there? You're noticing, the puppet strings are cut, the illusion's spilled. You're seeing the mirage. You're seeing the truth, and all the people that lied and gossiped about someone to make them feel left out. Now everyone's seeing that that person that was under that spell, High Priestess and the Star. Four of Wands, Nine of Cups. The minute you guys can see with the eyes of spirit, everything changes. Those swords come out. If I remember, which I hopefully will, but until I post it, there's a prayer channel called Maria, Mariapiotr something. If you type that in prayers, Maria Piotrowska prayers, I think. There's one in there, or you can look in the Book of Psalms. Or just ask Jesus Christ and Mother Mary to help you, and Archangel Michael to break through illusions. But affirm it, claim it, so that you can see with your heart too. You have a third eye, but you also have an eye in your heart. I don't know if you guys are aware of that. You can see with your heart. It's research the Heart Math Institute. Google it. What advice do you guys need help you heal this wound. I'm being really gingerly about this, really gentle, okay? Because I know how much this spell has hurt humanity. Because you guys have, a lot of people have overlooked and chosen against a lot of other people due to the spell, which is supposed to be on the flip side, a spell of fidelity, faith, loyalty, respect, beauty, um, companionship. What is the other one? Like marriages and all that. But on the negative side of it, it's a lust spell where it's kind of like your best friend comes in to visit you, and then he's like, and you're like dating your guy for like 10 years or something, and you're getting engaged to get married. And a week before your marriage or the engagement or whatever, your best friend shows up, and they're like, hey girl, you want me to see if he's ever going to cheat on you? And you're like, yeah, go test him. Just to make sure, right? So you don't end up being paranoid. And then the best friend does it, but the guy ends up cheating. Well, there was a lust spell there, wasn't there? People do this with a lot of stuff. People do this with work, with money, with anything. They use illusions, deceit, they use gossiping, they use slander, they use smear campaigns, they make memes and combine images to make fake and ugly images to remind people of other things. And that's supposed to help those being told that discernment, because they're supposed to recognize that vile energy, VILE, which is the word live, distorted, because the people that are doing that aren't living. They're making sure that the people that are going to live are going to be good people. So they test them. God, the universe, every spirit tests these people with these spells and vibrations to see how authentic and pure hearted they actually are. It's kind of like a three-dimensional, you know how they say weighing the heart against a feather? So, like, before you get to the point where your heart's weighed against a feather, these beings and these energies come in and they're like, okay, we're gonna make sure that you're certain that your heart is as pure as, lighter than a feather. So they got to go through the chakra system and check the negative reverse side and see if it's in balance. Doesn't mean to be cleared completely, but in balance. You know what I mean? Like everybody has a little bit of narcissism. Everybody has vanity. Everybody lusts and desires for something, but in balance with gratitude, respect, faith, trust, and all that, right? Well, it can be skewed in the human world, can't it? By people using actual illusions, succubus, incubus energy. Well, when great unions are supposed to come together, the gods, your angels, your guides, ancestors, all of our teams, they bring out the seven devils of the chakra system and they test the unions, contracts with each seven. Power over seven scorpions, Mary Magdalene and the seven devils she was possessed with. And then Jesus came and helped her be possessed, right? That's what did Jesus have to look through and past? Look beyond, right? The illusion that those seven devils were casting. Who put those seven devils there? Lilith, the only one that can, along with God and the Great Mother. Light, dark, neutral. So be aware of what you guys are thinking, because I was thinking through the ethers earlier, and I'm going to be calling it that. Nora, help me. Honey, babe, sugar tits. This fucking pile of arts and crafts will not stop growing. It has turned into an organism all on its own, and I've been like clearing out everything in my apartment from the closets and like all the arts and crafts stuff I was scattered everywhere. Bro, look at this. I'm gonna probably do a video later today where I'm just gonna start like having the stuff on the table, and we're gonna say goodbye to a lot of stuff I've been saving from the past, but instead of throwing it away or burning it like, sorry, readjusting my ring. Instead of throwing that stuff away, especially the stuff me and Corey had, I want to make something out of it and like, I don't know, make it a little art piece or something. I'm tired of throwing stuff away. Ever since I had to give Lily away, man, I've just been like, no, I get it. Now I get it, kind of. Okay. But anyway, I was digging through the ether. Sorry, my nose tipped. I was digging through the ethers and I was hearing a lot of conversations that I couldn't make out from people who were card readers who watch my channel. And then another group was like legal people or people that felt legal. I don't know. I wasn't trying to pay attention to any of them. I was just going deeper and deeper and deeper. And then I noticed, what the fuck is that sound in here? So there were people talking about me, so I obviously heard them for that, whether you mention it by name or not, you know? And I was like overhearing the conversations, and they were talking about like physical features and like beauty levels and standards and like, you know, being ugly and all this stuff. And then it was like I could pick up on some of my exes and how like really hurtful things they were saying and thinking, and just a lot of other people. And I was like, I don't really give a fuck. But what the hell is going on? Like, why are they feeling these certain emotions? Like, they're alive. They can be feeling so many other things. Why are they wasting their time feeling that? So I followed the thread all the way down, and I'm like, Lilith, you need to help me out here. This is too dark for me down there. Like, not even too dark, but it's like I don't understand what energy this is so low. And then she started explaining to me an ugly spell test and how a lot of people were being separated and split apart in groups that are supposed to come together, and those card readers that even I'm supposed to be like working with or some shit, but they're afraid or they're paranoid or they're just really vain people, or like I don't look the part or some shit. And then there's like other people losing jobs because of sexual discrimination or some crap, and I'm like, what the fuck is all this? And she was explaining it to me. And it really looked like it was just a bunch of little babies that were growing up without a mom to tell them that they were pretty. So whenever they see someone else that they think is pretty and that they want to be friends with, they feel insecure and not good enough, and they make up shit about that person so that they can feel better about not liking that person or not being around that person, so they don't have to feel bad due to their opinion of themselves around somebody who, it's kind of like having the pretty friend. So they trash talk their pretty friend and say she's a bitch or she's something so that they don't have to be around her, but the pretty friend is actually super sweet. And it, like, she's super rich and it could have helped them, but they're just like afraid of her or some shit, or they assume. That's all part of that energy. So find out where you are on that scale and like look through a high school photo album. Go over your ex's pictures. Go and look at your family. Go and look at your reflection. What if your reflection is the past and you're judging the past image of you, which is affecting your present self? So within a day or two, when you catch up to yourself, you have like visible scars or damage or like dryness in the skin or pimples because they manifest, that negative energy manifested that way. You know what I mean? You don't need that stuff. When you're feeling insecure about yourself, no matter what anybody's saying, no matter what they're doing, ask God, Mother God, Father God, what, just God, okay, source. Ask that energy, that being, that father, that mother to clean your eye, clean your soul so you can see clearly, so you can feel clearly, so you can know clearly. If you need a beacon, like an astral name, thank you, Rebecca. Hey, if you need like a name to call the goddess or the god, right? And you don't know what to call any of them. Remember, in the earliest stories of humankind in this reality, the topmost you can go that has a name for the unfathomable, it is written in nearly every single book everywhere that the first god figure humans knew was Sophia. Okay? Prior to Sophia, it's the originator, a nameless, formless, everything source field. And then from that are the aeons, and then the aeon of this universe is Sophia. So the demiurge, Yahweh, and all that, you can look at Yahweh as an personification of the source field. You can look at Sophia as a personification of the source field. You can call it whatever name you want, but it's in there. Okay? It's not there. What all this is solidified, dense energy that on a sixth, seventh, eighth dimensional level of reality is moving like that. But because we're experiencing it in 3 dimensions, that is being shown to you like this. So you're seeing the shadows because you're seeing it in 3D. Okay? And it's moving differently because it's being slowed down to 3 dimensions instead of everywhere. It's like slowing down a video you're watching. So my face right now in real time would probably look like all the ages all at once, from like 7 until 7,000 years old or some shit. Because there would be no slowing down. You know what I mean? Everything would be super quick. In third density, there is slow moving vibrations being released from my body. In that third density world, that vibratory expression can be altered due to technical equipment and people's perception being altered by subliminal programming, which has been going around for thousands of years. And timelines have been screwed with for a while, and not all of it has been beneficial. So, who do you have in your life, mi amor, that you just think is real ugly or real mean or just creepy or scary or whatever? There's got to be somebody, right? Other than me, obviously, 'cause I'm like on the top of everything. Shit, this lately, I don't fucking get it. I'm having fun by myself. I don't give a fuck if you hate me. Um, go go look at those people again, but don't look at them with your eyes. Think about that person and recognize what you feel about that person. So, like, do this exercise, okay? Your homework assignment. Your homework assignment for today, collective, is you blindfold yourself or sit and put a pillowcase over your head comfortably, put your like baseball cap on or whatever you got, and then call out people's names with your eyes closed one at a time in your consciousness. And then be like, I want to think about, let me like visualize however you do it. Be like, oh, a Kardashian. And you're like, big booty. Cool. Next, Cindy Lauper. Pink fuzzy hair. Awesome. Cool. Whoever, whatever, what do you feel about it? What are your thoughts without even looking at it? And is the mental image you came up with remotely close to what that person actually looks like? Or did you distort the image in your mind somehow? Slow it down to 3 dimensions. Analyze that. Pause this wherever you watch this, if you're watching this after the live stream, and do it again. Okay? And notice that when I said the offer, you thought of a different offer. When I said a Kardashian, you thought of a different Kardashian. When I say ugly, you think other things are ugly than I think are ugly. So what the fuck are you looking at? Why does it matter what you think about me? Why does it matter what I look like right now? I'll look different in 2 days again because I'll be feeling different emotions for 2 days. My jaw will have aligned more. I'll probably less facial hair growing back because I'm gonna laser the fuck out of my face later tonight. My nose seems to be realigning for some weird fucking reason. So what do I care? And if somebody comes towards me and they're like, "Oh, the love of your life," I'm Bob the Builder, and he's like 500 feet tall, and he's like, what is that, the green giant with the ox? I'm like, what if after a week of being with me, he shrinks down to my size? And I would have never known. What if the guy that you want to date or the girl you want to date is super skinny, or male to female or female to male or LGBTQ or whatever they are, and you're like, oh, I can't be with that person. They're gay. I can't be with that person. They're lesbian. I can't be with that person. And they're like, is it really about that person, or is it about you and what you think that's keeping you from going to that person? I think it's about what you think. I don't think it's anything about that person at all. Because I can guarantee you, if any of these people who've been super shady to me over my life, they came up and they're like, hey, sorry, want some free weed? Want some of the PlayStation games? Yeah. Like, why would I be holding a grudge? And why would I make it difficult for them to express themselves? But in their minds, they're probably like, oh, that bitch is going to be so mean to us. She's going to tear us apart. She's going to spread all the secrets and whistleblow everything and take over the world. And I'm like, do you really think I have patience for any of that? I mean, God knows He can keep me busy by giving me like 3 acres of land and a big ass, like, abandoned cathedral. Go do your thing. Bye. But people are like, I go to their, chat room, or I go and make a friend somewhere, or I think I make a friend. What do they do usually? You guys have seen over the years. Oh, we hate the Star Kindler. She's so ugly. She's a he. He's a she. They're so fucked up. Their teeth are this, their teeth are that. They're a creep shapeshifter. I've been called Lucifer. I've been called the devil. I've been called a reptilian. I've been called a demon. I've been called a fucking whore. I've been called everything under the fucking sun. So, like, I care, because all that shows me is that you guys are under Lilith spell. Because otherwise, the card readers I go and hang out with to help them, they'd be like, "Thank you," but instead they're like, "Okay, bye." The relationships I had, what do they do? Oh, there's someone hotter, more masculine, more feminine than you. Oh, bye. Oh, bye. Door's right there. Bye. Oh, I can't date you. My parents would think I'm gay. Okay, why do you hate yourself? I I come from a religious background, and like dating transgender people is like a sin against humanity. But like, nope, not even explain it. Okay, I guess you hate the female in you or the male in you. Bye. Oh, I can't date you. You're so overweight. Bye. Oh, I can't date you. You're so skinny and scrawny. Oh, you smell weird. Oh, you look weird. Or your teeth are missing. Bye. Sorry that everything has to be so perfect for you. Do you want me to cook you dinner barefoot, like making sandwiches and like have a fucking brush stuck in my hair with 3 babies behind me and like sweeping a broom and while wearing Chanel and like Dior and Gucci? The fuck? Like, is my brain doing that thing where it's like things just don't make sense to me? You know what I mean? Because it's a confusion step. It's a fear tactic. It's a mirage. When you're with your family, do you care what they look like? When you're with your cousins, do you care what they look like? When you're at work, do you care what anybody looks like after the first day? At least you shouldn't. If you're in a chat room and there's like 1,000 people in the chat room, do you care what any of them look like? Are they being nice? You dated somebody and now you're not dating them. Do you care what they look like now? Hope they're happy. Hope they look good. Hope they're dating somebody that looks good. God, hope you did better. Don't downgrade. Too. You know, other people be like, oh, the person's dating somebody so much better looking than you. Good. I hope that bitch upgraded. Like, bye. What? Where is that in humanity? Just think of all the fucking conflict we can avoid if people just stop giving a fuck about what the other person looks like. I can come on tomorrow and have probably a really bad goatee, like a prepubescent teenager goatee for you, as I haven't shaved in over a week. So if I don't shave anymore, I'll look like a scrawny werewolf, and I can put a tie on and a tuxedo and like flick my hair back and come up here and be like, "Hello, my name is Will. Call me Billy." How many of you would believe it? And then how many people would say, "I'm so skinny. I look deathly. Why is that boy so skinny? Oh, it's just an old man. Oh my god." And I come here like this, and they're like, "Oh, it's a tranny. Oh, it's not even a woman. Oh, it's missing teeth." There will always be something, right? If I gain 20 pounds, oh, that bitch got fat. If I lose 20 pounds, oh, that bitch is anorexic. She's dying. If I fall and like slam into a fucking mountain and then I'm like, and the mountain breaks, right? Oh, that bitch is so fast she broke a mountain. And I'm what, 110 pounds. It'll always be something on it. So, how far do these people have to poke and prod you guys before you say, no, we don't care about ugliness? We care about the soul, the light, the heart, the humbleness, the kindness, not the because this changes every day. Love whom you love, but make certain to love them with the overflow of how much love you have for yourself and what you look like. You don't have to be sexually attracted to yourself. That would be weird, but kind of sexy. But just don't look at yourself and say, I'm ugly. You're not ugly. You're beautiful. It's just you're not sexually attracted to yourself. And that's okay. I'd rather date The Witcher than this bitch. But I'm this and I love this. So I need to take care of this. That when my Witcher is standing next to me, not a fucking fucked up mess. No, I'm coming back from the dead. Again, give a bitch a break. So, moral of the story, Beauty and the Beast, Medusa, Adam and Eve, and Lilith. Scientific version. Dark moon Lilith was supposed to be an orbiting planet of Gaia with a lush and fertile environment. Where is it now? In a relationship way, you probably overlook the person you're supposed to be with due to their appearance. Career way, you guys are supposed to work with people you don't want to work with because of gossip and hearsay. Cindy, Stan, Remy, you know what I mean, don't you? So, you guys quit being weird because it's kind of embarrassing. Okay? I've shown you guys a lot of respect over the years, but it's getting to a point where energetically it's cosmic titty slap time because it's just gotten to a level that's so petty that the least you guys can do now is insult and use my name so at least people know you're talking about me instead of underhanded shit, Mariah Astro. Okay? And those of you who are constantly afraid of my attitude, maybe if you stop being such a cunt, I wouldn't have to call you a cunt, would I? Cunt. That was directed to whoever needed to hear that. Um, Moral of the story, love or lust? Because lust can happen after love within a relationship too. Lust can happen with two best friends and they lust after some fucking ice cream and a trip to the beach, a vacation or whatever, right? Two best friends like looking up hookup apps and dating apps and they're like, ooh, this one and that one. You can have that vibration with friends, but make certain the vibration of lust is full of grace, not full of petty vitriol and gossip and hearsay and bullshit. Show God, your creator, and your cosmic mother, and the planet you're on as a species some fucking energetic respect by kissing the earth with your feet, by dancing across her skin, by sending her pleasure, by supporting her life and her children, which are your family, which is your cousins worldwide and interdimensionally. Now, level up or get the fuck off of fire. The ships are coming and the sinkholes have already been opening. So it's up to you which way you want to go. But if you're staying on an even field with humanity, you're going to need to be looking for this and you're going to need to make contact with that guy who's also not just a guy. And you're going to need to be okay with that. And you're going to need to be okay with God having a wife. You're going to need to be okay with Lilith being a hermaphrodite. You're going to need to be okay with being empathic and not lying about how you feel. You're going to need to be okay with working with people you don't want to fuck. You're going to need to be okay with being friends with people you do want to fuck, but you can't. Okay? And you guys really, 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 really need to stop repressing and biting your tongues. You think I'm ugly? Cool. You think I'm beautiful? Cool. Don't repress it. You think you're beautiful? Good. You think you're ugly? Where? Improve it. Don't just tell yourself you're ugly. Use it constructively. You think your friend is ugly. Instead of saying, hey, buddy, I think you're ugly. Be like, I think you have the potential to improve this part of your features greatly if you do this, this, and this. Let me help. Okay. What am I doing wrong? Thank you. Instead of being like, oh, that bitch, oh, that bitch. That's what I'm like. Every time I come on here, I'm like doing something really weird. And you guys notice how like 3 days afterwards, every fucking card reader or spiritual teacher or guru is talking some shit I was talking about or talking shit about me. It's all part of that spell. And some of you guys are realizing it now. So track. Who have you lost because of that spell? Who did you let them take away from you because of that spell? And who have they separated you from or kept you from by telling you that Christ would be upset with you or that Father God, your creator, along with Mother God, would hate its own creation because you want to put your penis in a taco or a bun? Who the fuck told you something so stupid? God loves you no matter what you choose. It's mankind that wants you to see that. That's why they lie to you. And that's why the spell's on my face. That's why one of the things the petty people did was attack me with energy weapons and poisons to get you guys to not see me the right way. That was part of the spell. I could have come in here looking like Venus crawling out of a clamshell. What would you guys have done? Get up. I no. Dignity, chivalry, respect, nobility, humbleness, honesty, transparency, kindness, romance, beauty, family, sensuality, desire, a high vibrational lust where it's just passion. Where is that in you guys? Work on it. It's not just about emotions and healing and being aligned and balanced. Sometimes it's about being a little chaotic. Sometimes it's about being a little reckless. Sometimes it's about being a little sexual, but in a really elevated way. Okay? Upgrade. Those of you that know what's going on, have you noticed in the recent months since August, June, and July, what I've been doing with you guys? Step by step by step by step by step by step. You see, right? It has to take a while for your eyes to adjust, doesn't it? Because your ears hear something and your eyes see something and your heart feels something, and they don't match up. Why? doesn't it look the same in any angle? Because it's a spell put on me, and I didn't put it. I'm gonna go now. You guys got a lot to think about, and a lot to clear out of your systems. And I'm proud of you guys. Those of you who are doing it. Those of you who aren't. When I look at you guys, what I see is people going like this. Boo. Okay, I'm gonna go before I start screwing with you guys even more. I think you learned what you needed to. You're gonna learn what you needed to. Give it at least 12 hours to process the energy, the work, the vibrations, alterations. My fucking lip, dude. How am I supposed to learn how to speak with this lip? Do you guys remember when I started YouTube? My lip was not like this, bruh. I'm trying to show you the spell by showing you in different angles because it's a hologram. And I'm trying to outwiggle it. Do you see it? Fucking Lilith. You see it, right? Okay. Now that spell is on like in the world, wherever it's being moved away slowly. So you guys need to like start looking at the people in your lives really differently. But first, this video and you guys realigning your thoughts and your emotions and recognizing with the homework example around 45 minutes of how you're feeling about the people you're actually thinking about. Okay? Don't make me show up here looking like a surfer beach dude in the next video to fuck with your head even more. All I need is some sea salt and a goatee. I love you. Thank you for everything. Um, thank you, Rebecca and Goddess Nora and Mama Lit, if you're watching this later. Hi. Um, I don't know what to call you three, but there's three dudes. Red, brown, black. Musically inclined people. There's some new energies coming in, by the way. New people everywhere. And you guys know what to do when you guys are under the effects of negative magic, right? Or when you think you are. Stand your ground. Call God. Call Archangel Michael. Talk to Gaia. And tell the fucking truth. Stop hiding things. Stop repressing things. That stuff comes out in your reality for you to process emotionally. You don't have to do anything with anyone else. If you're having a thought that keeps coming back about anybody, place, or thing, just deal with it internally. Feel the emotions and then let it go. Figure out why you felt it. Stop pushing that thought away because you don't want to think it because it's scary, or you think you'll manifest it, because you're going to probably manifest it if you keep repressing it. So just kind of go into meditation and clear it out of your system. Okay? Remember, you guys live in a pool of fucking energy, and people's words and actions affect everything in a weird way. So just claim your fucking space and stop interfering with other people's spaces, and look at people for who they really are, not who you think they are, who they show you they are internally by their actions, by their facts, not by your, whatever. Okay? There's a lot of people trying to split people up, like me being isolated and separated from my family. On one side, they're like, oh, your family's so bad. On the other side, my family's the most amazing people. Which side do I want to believe? But they keep trying to say all this negative shit, which goes in there. And when I look at them, I'm like, what if it's true? So if you're looking at somebody and you're thinking, oh, they're cheating on me, oh, they're ugly, oh, they're this, oh, they're that, when you see them, they're going to exhibit that behavior. I'm here to, no, you're going to see people for who they are. The truth. Because balance has to be restored. And balance cannot be restored if your perception of reality is skewed due to other people's opinions being imprinted on your brain. Okay? Whatever you think of me or anyone else, process it immediately. This is why I have done everything I've done in this video and over the recent weeks. To stir up in a scorpionic way all of your judgments, all of your insults, all of your fears and insecurities, so that now that they're in front of the light, you can go and look at them and say, is this actually what I think? Is this actually what I feel? And if it's not, if it is, God help me process this and learn the lesson. And then, but don't sit there and say, it's not there, it's not there, it's not there. I don't think that's about this person. You do. You think it about yourself too. Yesterday, somebody told me I'm magnificent in a chat room. No one's ever called me that. And they were kind of surprised, like, because nobody tells me shit. Like, nobody talks to me on in a day-to-day basis. This is the only time I really just vocalize outward, unless I'm talking to myself or singing. And when I'm talking to myself, I'm not talking to myself. So there's no one around that's like, oh, you're so this, oh, you're so that. You guys are the ones that say that stuff to me. And for example, if you guys never say that, or your grievances, or your needs, your wants, your likes, your opinions about stuff, right? Like if Rebecca never said, oh, you look so cute today, the chat room would be Goddess Nora saying hi, and somebody earlier being creepy and me feeling, looking, or doing whatever, right? Nobody would have said I look cute today, because there's nobody else around. So bless you, Rebecca. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm sorry, Jay, Junker. Whenever that happens, it's usually time for me to close the stream. This is why I always ask you guys, like, let me know how the sound is. Because there's some people who are usually not, like, they don't hear it because God doesn't want them to at that time. So the sound gets distorted. But when it's like a fishbowl or a tunnel, that's usually my cue to. Is it really? Like, because I kind of can hear it, but I can feel it. Like the back of my throat feels like it's like Not in a bad way, but kind of like a grandpa going like, come on. It's so strange. I think I need a new camera. This Logi 1080p. Weird. So weird. I paid $100 for this fucking camera. Look at yourself, Logi. How dare you? Better behave. I'll look better on the computer. I guess I need a microphone because it uses the onboard audio something. I don't know. I guess if you guys want to send me a fucking microphone, because I swear to God, Jesus Christ, help me. I don't fucking know what I'm doing with any sort of technology. I bought a computer monitor because you know how this thing goes weird and blank sometimes, or there's like those weird red lines. So I bought another one and it cost me like $80. And I'm like, oh God, please let it be good. So we'll see how that works. Can I use my phone for sound? I wouldn't even know where to begin. I don't even know. Maybe. But I would probably need. I just don't know. There's a thing on YouTube, on Amazon, I saw. It's called a YouTube starter kit or something, where it's like they have, a camera, a screen, a backdrop, some lights, some microphones, headsets, and like a laptop or something. I don't know what the fuck it is. I don't know if it's like I saw it on Amazon, so it can't be something just to do with um, YouTube. But I've been wanting to get it, but it's like a couple $100, and I'm like, I can't afford that yet. I will, but not right now. Anyway, if you guys know of a microphone to get, I don't have a mic. That's the thing. I absolutely do not have a mic, and this thing is connected to a really little wire, a really, really small wire. And that's where the microphone is. You want to send me some? You want to buy it from me? How about this? You buy it and send it, and I will use it. But if you want me to figure it out on my own, I don't even know what those are. I have Quit fucking with me, bro. I'm gonna go. I will see what I can do about a fucking microphone because this is really getting on my nerves with this volume thing. I think if you send me something on Amazon, it should send it to my place. I don't really feel comfortable giving my address away any other way. But there's a thing on my description box with an Amazon wish list. If you know of like a microphone or a headset or something, let me know the name. I'll like add it to the list. Maybe someone will get it and send it. But seriously, you're like in fucking Ireland. I don't want you to send anything my way from Ireland. You'll spend like so much shipping costs. I tried to get something sent to me from Ireland. Bro, it was like $38 for shipping for a calendar. So no, you don't send me anything from Ireland. I deeply appreciate it. But Amazon is a lot better or a lot cheaper. Like I was so dumbfounded, man. I wanted to buy some like Irish candy and stuff, and I'm like, well, okay, this is cool. It'll get here by Christmas time. Bro, $38 for shipping. And I'm like, I'll just go to Aldi's, bro. I'll go to Piggly Wiggly and get some fucking imposter candy. I don't care. And that German wine, the blue wine, ugh, not glue, GLUE. I think it's like glue wine or something. It's like wine syrup. It's so good. It's so fucking good. And I can't find it. I can't get to Aldi's on foot because it's so fucking cold. So I tried to find it online, and then shipping is like $78 for a fucking bottle that's like this big. Like, do they know I get less than 1,000 a month from disability? Check out if you have a socket in your camera where that would fit. No, ma'am. No socket. Oh, dang it. Wait. Yeah, there's no socket. There's a weird sensor, but no sockets. I have a multi-USB connector, so I can plug it into that once I get a microphone. The thing I've seen that I want to get, or that I was thinking of getting, or I will get when I get more money, is there's a microphone called the Yeti or something. And I saw someone using it, and it's like a big thing, and it just sits on the desk somewhere else, and it's like over there in the corner. And it's supposedly a really good and affordable microphone to get for like YouTube videos. So I'm gonna see what I can do. Hopefully I get some donations coming in, or Santa Claus comes to town early with a new camera and a microphone, because I'm so tired of channeling messages in and then having the audio be fucked out. Like, it's such a waste of my fucking talents. I'm not even getting paid for this, so it's like, and then the message doesn't want to be heard either because of audio problems. Right. No. So I got the monitor upgraded. That'll be in a few days, and I'll see what I can do for the rest of the month for a microphone. That's number one on the list now. And I need new speakers, because the audio from the speakers seems to make a weird pitch sound, that when I turn it past a certain degree of volume, it sounds like a high-pitched ringing coming out of the speakers. And I don't want to be listening to that, and I don't want to have it on or high volume while I'm doing a live video, because I don't want the ringtone in your guys' ear. So, yeah, January and December, or end of December, beginning of January, it'll be that other new card deck I've been working on. It's almost done. It's pretty much done, really. I just got to click print. So, there's that. New mic, definitely new microphone, new camera, new speakers. I think that's it. Pretty much covered everything else. Everything else I can do on foot, in person, and a few blocks from here. We're doing good, yo. Moving things along. Okay. Remember to drink water after this, please. Touch the earth and all that, because you know what my vibration does to people. You guys usually go a little bonkers for a few days, and things get weird in your lives because of all the repressed and negative things you guys hold on to that get brought to the surface for you guys to process and release or transmute. So drink water, be gentle, kind, eat yummies, clean your room, organize your place, vacuum, light some incense, open your windows if it's daytime and sunny, or even nighttime. There's like a nice breeze. If you're going to sage your house, make certain each room you're going corner to corner, and like really, really, really smoking the place out. Like really, really, not just a little, right? Because it's about your belief. So when you're seeing all that smoke rise, in your subconscious, your mind won't be able to say, oh, there's an entity still hiding there. But if it's a thin wisp of smoke, your subconscious will be like, that energy is just gonna zigzag around it. So blow on it and like move it in circles and like fumigate the fucking corner until that entity moves. And when it moves, Imagine in that corner of your house a massive fucking glittery beam of light, okay? Like no entities allowed in this corner. And if you can, if you have the money, go to any crystal shop anywhere, get little crystals or any size crystal with a point. Hold the crystal, tell it Archangel Michael, tell it Jesus Christ, say what it, command it to be the highest fucking vibration it can. Take it, put it in the corner. Each corner. You know, is Archangel Michael a red energy? He can be any energy he wants. It doesn't matter. It's just whatever is needed for any job. Blue is soothing, comforting, honesty, truth. Dark blue is like, this is the truth, you know, deep, deep truth. Red is very fiery and passionate and sensual and sexual. Darker energies are more like, you know, him coming in to smooth things out. Archangel Michael technically is in the image of God, so it's not just a tall blonde dude with a blue sword. He can come looking as a female too. He can come looking as like an old lady, an orb, a butterfly, or whatever, a bluebird. You know, a police siren or police car is usually one of Archangel Michael's symbols. So when you hear a police car in the distance or you see one, those are Michael's angels. And his name, technically, or her name, is either Michael or Michael. Mikael, like the energy of light. Ka is energy. L is light. Me is me. Mikael. Get it? Also, you want to kind of start looking into the Ankh symbolism more so than others. You want to incorporate that into your spiritual practice because the Ankh is the crucifix, but with the enlightened halo. So level it up. Once you go through your religious stuff, your spiritual stuff, you're going to realize the old ways had it right. Okay? So step by step, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. Your first sign that things are not okay is if your emotions are negative. That's your first sign. If your emotions are negative, your thoughts are negative. If your thoughts are negative, you're being influenced by negative energies. You don't have to be afraid. You don't have to do anything. Just simply be like, nope. And think of something better. And then wait for your emotions to change or change them yourself. Because if you're really pissed off and I walk into the room and I take a whoopee cushion and I'm like, by your ear, no matter how pissed off you are, you'll probably start laughing. If I walk into a room and like show up with a bazooka with like stuffed cats and I go, shoot, you know, bazooka launching fake stuffed animals at people, no matter what anybody's doing, they'd probably stop and be like, what the fuck is she doing? So whatever you're feeling, whatever you think you're feeling, get over it. Especially if you're feeling it for more than 5 seconds and it's negative. You have an entire spectrum of emotions to feel and colors to embody. You are not bound to a single color. You are not bound to a single ray of existence. You are not bound to a single category of generation XYZ or whatever, indigo, crystal, rainbow, whatever. You are multidimensional and you're fucking infinite and you are light, and light is everything, including the shadow. So you are your shadow too, which means your shadow side needs expression gracefully. Okay? Because remember, we have cathedral lighting, we have this lighting, or we have really weird lighting, or we have like really dark lighting, or we have blue lighting, or whatever, right? What's the lighting in your home? What's the lighting with how you look at people? Are you boxing them into categories of certain colors? If I'm wearing red and green, am I a Christmas elf? Kind of. Expand, okay? Grow. You guys have done nothing wrong. Those of you with me, we're just moving up the ladder, okay? Step by step. Or moving through the door, the gate, whatever. And in order for you guys to see that we're moving through that gate, that's already open and we're already moving through it, you guys got to start looking at each other differently, because things are about to start looking real different. You're seeing it, right? Now remember, you guys also are seeing yourselves inaccurately. Try it out for 3 days. Grab a glass of water and tell yourself to the water exactly how you feel about yourself. And I dare you to drink it if it's negative. You'll notice how much you actually love yourself if you do that. Love yourself more than I love you, okay? I'm telling you, I've gone through all this. I know what you guys are going through. Stand next to a glass of water and tell it all the ugly things you think about yourself, and I dare you to fucking drink it. Or write down all the terrible things you think about me or someone else. And then, do you want to actually tell me that? Is any of that actually accurate? No, right? But it's like in your head or your emotions for some fucking reason, like a parasite. Why? And on the flip side of it, you can stand next to water and tell it all the beautiful things about you and watch those bloom. Fuck the negative things. There's things I don't like about myself either. I can't do shit about them. Am I going to focus on them? No. I'm just going to go do something else, focus on something I actually like doing and I like about myself. The rest of it will level up eventually. You guys will be okay. Just remember the thing about panic attacks. It's just your past and future coinciding with your present. That's the only thing a panic attack is. You're safe. Nothing's wrong. You're just back then and over there. You're not here. So what I've been doing is hand-sized crystals, and I usually have them with me, and like just in my pocket, or I have one in my pocket or something, or if I go somewhere, I usually have like them in my jacket pocket, and I just squeeze them. And every time I have a panic attack, or even if I'm thinking of being nervous, I'm like, change and squinch your face. When you're thinking of having a panic attack, remember vagus nerve. So you're like, oh, panicky, panicky, panicky. Stop. Vagus nerve. Squeeze that fucker. Squeeze that shit out of your face. Fuck a panic attack. And stuff going on in general, but not truly affecting you. Good. Then you're at the vibration where you're overlooking that stuff. And your job is to be a lighthouse to the people that are going through the stuff and being really fucked up by it. And then, from the lighthouse, they see the light, and then they can recover, and then they go to shore. And then on the shore, there's more lessons. I'm telling you, it works, doesn't it? Because it squeezes these muscles. It's like, And then that energy goes away. See? I didn't even think about it. I thought it was like a gardener or something, like just a thumb. I'm like, what is thumbs up? I noticed that the other day. I was typing in this image or this emoji, nail polish, and it was usually before it had like a whole bunch of different hands, and I'm like, what the fuck does this matter? And then I'm like, oh right, humans have a thing with skin tone. I have no idea how many people in my life I've offended because I haven't even considered that people are like offended by skin tone or ethnicities or anything. And I'm just like, "Do, do, 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 do." And they're like, oh, you can't say that shit. And I'm like, what? Somebody said I couldn't call somebody else a sweetheart. And I was like, why? They're like, it's sexual harassment. What the fuck? Okay, sweetheart. It's so stupid. I'm not playing around with it. Like, nope. I'm not even going to bend to those kind of limitations or no. I'm not going to feed that ego of, oh, skin tone's different, so I got to treat you different. Nope. Age is different, so I got to treat you different. Your career is different, so I got to treat you different. Nope. Or I got to like bite my tongue around you. Sorry. Who are you, God? No. So, and if you are God and you're aware of your God self, then I don't want to like, if I make fun of you, you're just going to make fun of me back and we're going to laugh and smoke a bowl. So, suck my twat. In any color or technicolor, I don't give a fuck. That's a Simpsons thumbs down. It's probably Bart Simpson putting a thumbs down. I don't even know why it's yellow. Like, who the, are we the Simpsons? Am I yellow? Aren't we like pink and olive and caramel and like cocoa colored and copper and beautiful different like like colors of the sun and all that stuff and textures? But all these emojis are fucking yellow Simpsons characters. What the fuck? It's making me snort, bruh. I can't, like, bro, you humans, what you've done on this planet is fucking hilarious. Jesus leaves you alone for like a millennia or two, and you guys are like, whoa, party time, daddy's away. Mom was still here, bruh. What the fuck were you guys doing? Like, yeah, your daddy went up and ascended, but your mommy stayed down here, and you guys have just been acting a fool. So, the fuck, you guys. It really is, man. The entire human race and the entire human drama is like the funniest fucking TV show to me. Like dark magicians versus light magicians, people fighting battles against demons and God and the devil trying to be all like, oh, we're gonna have an apocalypse or Armageddon and where? When? What are you guys talking about? Demons? Lilith! Your children are acting a fool apparently on planet Earth. Do you want to deal with it? Like, what the fuck, you guys? It's a family. It's a celestial family. What are you guys doing? Being like negative about anything. What is this hair strand doing? I don't even know. Perspection? Isn't it? Perspective? I think I know what you mean. Girl, I don't know what you mean. I need more weed. I'm too sober right now. And people are like, oh, she's so goofy when she's high. No, I'm goofy when I'm sober. When I'm high, I'm an oracle. June knows. June's been around a while. When I get sober, I'm like boring and goofy and like weird. And apparently, Penny Gumball or Penny from Gumball. Oh my God. I still can't get it out of my head when somebody said that to me. They're like, oh, you look like Penny from Gumball in the spirit world. And I'm like, I fucking love it. Oh my God. I've been looking at Penny from Gumball. I've never even seen Gumball. And I'm like, oh my God, this character is the fucking best. I love it. I fucking love it. And then I'm supposed to watch Rick and Morty. What happened to your channel even? I was like looking for it the other day and I'm like, where's Match? Where's Matilda's channel? It's just gone, isn't it? I have one video from your channel like saved where it's like you gave me a shout out on that channel. And it's like, thank you again, by the way. But yeah, like, what the fuck? They blocked you out of your own channel? God, can you go help her, please? Good God. Like, what the fuck? It'll be taken care of. Don't worry. It'll clear up. I mean, if it's meant to be. I don't want to speak on your destinies and stuff, but what's meant to be will be. So don't even stress over it. Until then, just enjoy your time and your day and your life and stuff. Don't worry about it. Yeah, because remember, everything here is a metaphor. It's a reflection of thoughts, energy, and action. So it's a metaphoric physical expression coming towards you in life. So if you don't like it, change what you're thinking and feeling and realize a lesson in it. So you've been blocked from it for a while. Maybe you needed to take a break from it and look at things differently, which you have been. So good. I swear to God, sometimes I see myself in the corner of my eye and I'm like, who the fuck is she? And I'm like, oh, wait, that's me. Who the fuck is that sitting there? The fuck? Oh, wait, that's me. You should. There's a lot of channels out there, or there should be more channels that do audio, like read audiobooks and stuff. I don't know why there aren't any or as many. There's something called a LibriVox audio recording, something or other. You could try. I was thinking of doing some audiobooks for them, like just reading them and recording them. And I've been asked repeatedly by spirit guides to read the Nag Hammadi scripts for you guys and explain stuff. Apparently, Mary Magdalene promised to explain things to you guys after a while. So, I don't know. For LibriVox recordings, I think so. If you like do the full audiobook, I think they pay you per like minute or something. The Light of Egypt. Man, Egypt has been coming up so much in my life recently. So much. And raw. Raw. Oh, I love Egypt. I'm very in tune with the lifetime I had there, one of them at least. Me and Cleopatra had a hey sis, it's me. At it again. Oh, you should. Religion has been not what it should have been. Did you guys see the drunk history of Arsinoe and Cleopatra? I have been a celestial brat for longer than recorded history. I don't know what to do with myself anymore. Oh, right. I'm supposed to go drink water and exercise and work on that. Please send help. There's so many things to make. There's so many. There's so many. It's just a lot of arts and crafts stuff. Sewing needles, yarn, love notes, a door wreath, um, old cups, old figurines, like a bunch of old sentimental stuff. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do with all this? I can't throw it away. It is. I'm like, I can't throw it all away. It all has memories and story and stuff. I can't give it to anybody else because they'll just fucking trash it. So how do I make it sacred? And then where do I put it all? So I'm gonna get real high. By the way, that's a little baby lavender plant I just got for myself for my birthday. Kind of belated birthday. I had to wait for my check to come to get myself a present. And I got myself that. And a little teeny weeny Christmas tree. It's some kind of fir tree and a lavender. And the lavender is like sprayed with like this fake snow. It's so pretty. I don't want to show you right now, but thank you. I'll show them later on. It's so cute. I'm gonna put some little the Dollar Tree has these little pink Christmas tree decorations. So I'm gonna go get some of those, and I'm gonna put like teeny weeny little Christmas decorations on there, and we can like do it together or something. And Thursday, I think, or Friday or Saturday, sometime this week, Amazon Prime is supposed to be bringing some like a Christmas tree that I ordered, a little white one with pink lights. When I turn it on, I'm gonna show you guys, okay? So I'm gonna be busy this week. Pressing flowers, Matilda, bro, like you and I would have been fucking best friends growing up. I used to sit there with all sorts of flowers in the grass when I was little and like bead them together into a bracelet or a little necklace or something. And I still have my communion Bible from Germany. The day I left the communion, like it was done and we walked out, I found a 4-leaf clover. And I put that clover in the Bible they had given me and I closed it. And years later, I opened it and the clover was like degraded, like it was 20, 30 years later, because I had this thing with me for a long time. And the imprint of the 4-leaf clover was right there still, but the 4-leaf clover was gone. And now that Bible is gone too. So thanks, Leo. Oh. I'd love doing stuff like that. It's so nice when people do things like I still have a gift box. My high school friend when I was 15 in 1995. Me and my friend her name was Maral. Maral. It was the day before she was going to leave to the army. And we went, she's like, come over. It's just me and you. I don't want to invite anybody else. And she was like 6'5" at the time, and I was like 4'7". We went over there and we were hanging out at her place, and we took some acid. Yeah, it was acid, or was it ecstasy? I don't know. It was so much fun though, and we were listening to Alan Watts and like lying on the floor and just tripping our balls off. It was amazing. And we sat there and she made me a gift box with like fabric and little stickers, and we were drawing in it and just having the fucking time of our lives. Two little 15-year-old kids. She was actually 18, going to college, going to the military. And I still have that box. It's in that cabinet over there. I love stuff like that. Like it means so much to me, especially when people make me something. I'm like, whoa, I'm gonna remember this forever. It's amazing, man. Like I still have some of my notebooks, like you were saying, that have like pressed flowers still in them, like the imprint of them. My niece, she was outside 2 years ago playing in the grass, and she gave me a pebble, and she had a little flower she picked off the ground, and she's like, here you go. I still have the pebble and the flower in a little cigarette box. in that section back there. It's all this stuff that I'm like, what am I supposed to do with all this? So I gotta make, I might just end up making a little display box out of those cardboard boxes and then kind of putting it somewhere and just sticking that stuff in there, making it like a little memory box. Because it's just too much everywhere and it's too many precious memories to let go of. So, and then all the love notes that fucking idiot wrote me when I was with him. Oh my God, like they were so romantic. I can't throw them out. You know, there's so many beautiful things written on there. I might actually use them for readings and be like, you know, love notes or something. Me too. Me too. We moved nearly every 6 months whenever the lease for the apartments would run out. My parents would be like, okay, we got to move again. So I've never had a friend. The only friend I thought I had for more than like a while was the guy who screwed things up with the guy I was with. So they were both in cahoots, even prior to me meeting the Leo. It was that guy who sent the Leo to me. So they were coordinating something to get me set up and to steal everything, which they did. So kudos to them. But yeah, I don't make friends, and even online, you guys have seen me try to make friends with people, and they're like, "Oh, fuck off, Stark in there." Hmm? I'm just done with it. Like I'd rather just do this with you guys here, and you guys are better friends than anybody I've met in real life so far, other than a few people that I've met in this building and recently. Like I've been meeting a lot better people recently than before. It's like the bad people are kind of being filtered out on a frequency level. They're just kind of fading out. So I'm not complaining. I fucking love it. I don't even feel my ex anymore, and I'm like, man, feels nice to be free of that fucking parasite energy. Ugh, I cannot believe how like deceived I was back when I was with him. Like I was so deluded into thinking like that person actually loved me. I was like, oh, he loved me so much. Like no, he was pretending. He was pretending to be you to you. Oh God. Is a courier a male person? Because the mailman I had back then would like smash his mail truck against the car I had every time, every day. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Fucking douchebag. Oh, good. I've been telling you guys, like the vibration is changing. People are evolving. People are like, a lot of new light people are coming in, and they're really just not dealing with the bullshit. So be grateful, because there's a lot going on behind the scenes that you guys don't know, and there's a lot going on behind those scenes that they don't even know that's going on. You know? And I'm telling you, and you guys have seen every time I'm telling you something, next 3 days. So keep smiling, keep doing the Christmas spirit thing, keep being sensual, keep being passionate, keep being open-minded, keep being open-hearted. Talk to God, talk to God's wife, talk to God's mother. Remember your own family, remember your own beauty. Remember to be generous and grateful and humble. Remember to fucking drink water at least 1 cup every hour. You don't have to drink the entire cup, but at least a freshly poured cup of water every hour. So let's say you're awake 12 hours. In those 12 hours, your lips should have touched a cup of water 12 times, regardless of how much you drank from it. Okay? If you want to test yourself with this to see how dehydrated you actually are, I'm telling you, being dehydrated fucks with the mind, man, and it ages the body. So I'm going to show you guys this myself. We can do this together to prove this. So I'm going to start doing it tonight. And let's meet up back here with this topic of water, hydration, and how it affects beauty and mental health. Let's see, what is this? December 6th, Tuesday. So supposedly Thursday or Friday, I get the monitor. So let's say Friday or Saturday. Until then, drink as much water as you safely can, and take a mineral bath. Remineralize your system. Epsom salt, pink salt, herbs in the water. You can put some olive oil in there. Be careful standing up. The water will be slippery. Or eat a tablespoon of coconut oil or a teaspoon of coconut oil every night and every morning. Tea is really good. If you drink coffee, drink a glass of water at least with the coffee afterwards at some point. If you eat a lot of sugar, balance it out with salt and water. If you eat a lot of candy or meat, make certain you're balancing it out with fruits and water. Yeah, but coffee also has a lot of other benefits, which are really beneficial, but you have to balance them out. Just like tobacco. You know, chain tobacco brands are bad, but American Spirit tobacco is just tobacco and water, and if you smoke it every few hours, it's actually grounding to people that have PTSD. Milk is good. It's usually when you're craving milk, it's because you're craving nourishing from a mother energy. Health is important, Rebecca. Like I think I've proven that by now. Like how much it makes a difference what you think and feel about yourself and how you take care of like how we all take care of our body. At least every day everybody should be doing some sit-ups and crunches and like leg stretches and arm stretches and like just standing and stretching their body completely for an extended period of time. Really gently, however it is for you. Every day you should be moving your hips in a clockwise, counterclockwise, and figure eight. Whether you're dancing or not, just do it anyway. Give your joints the motion and mobility. Every day you guys should be eating a tablespoon of coconut oil. Really, you need those nutrients in your systems. Every week you should at least be taking one deep soaking bath. Qigong, Tai Chi, Judo, you want to learn about that stuff. You want to start practicing your spirituality. You want to connect with God. These are things you should be doing every single fucking day. Every single day. At least 10 push-ups, at least 10 crunches, at least 10 sit-ups, at least 10 leg stretches, at least 10 arm stretches, at least 10 standing push-ups against a wall, where you're tensing your back muscles and the back of your head. Every day you should be drinking at least 3 full glasses of water. Every day you should be at least eating 1 orange. Every day, at least. If you're not doing these things, you can't say that you're mentally ill or that you have problems with your appearance. Because if you did those things, those problems you have or you think you have wouldn't be there. So, try it. Everybody's got to do this. Otherwise, people grow up and become like this. Because they don't do this. They don't move. They don't stretch. They don't like do all that. Right? Like if I sit here all day long and I'm just like, okay, but I can sit here and like shake my booty. I can bounce up and down. I can wiggle my hands. I can entertain my mind. I can get up and move my body. I can go stretch. I can come back and sit. Be active. Balance it out. You want to eat donuts? Go for it. Donuts are fucking great, but at least move. You know? And some people, like, I really don't like dancing by myself or with anybody, really. And if I do dance, I'd rather just like slow dance or whatever. But oh my God, dancing does something to the body that you guys really don't understand scientifically yet. All those tingles, all that stuff, that's energy moving through your system. You know, people are like, oh, the spirit took me over because they're moving that thing through their body and then it gets up here and then they're like, oh. And then you get beautiful performances of dance, whether you're alone or with someone else. It's called the dance of the goddess for a reason, buddy. You got to let yourself be feminine and masculine at the same time. You got to dance in a way where you're dancing with your masculine or your feminine by yourself. And just think about that, June. Just think about that. All the time you guys aren't doing that to really set energy, that energy is in the body, poisoning the body from the inside out with physical symptoms of illness and age. And then when you get it out, what happens? You cry, it's uncomfortable, you vomit, you do this, you do that, and blah, 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 an explosion of emotion. And then what happens? Relaxation. A more authentic sense of self, right? Relief. Because all that energy has been tensed up in there and it needs to come out. So you can move it out through dance, you can move it out through art, you can move it out through crying, through punching a punching bag, you can move it out through working out, exercising, whatever. But if you're doing this stuff every day, little by little, that explosion of emotion doesn't need to happen. Nothing will be pent up. Nothing will be frustrated. You think someone's beautiful? Tell them. Because then that won't stay in you as an urge to say something, which then is repressed by the throat chakra. And then you can't say it because you can't say other things because you're busy holding back a compliment. Right? Or if you're standing next to somebody at work and you really hate that person and you're like, I can't fucking stand that person. The person is bad breath. And they're talking to you, but you can't hear what they're saying because you're too focused on their breath. Right? Why don't you just give them a piece of gum? Be like, I don't mean any offense, but here. Because people are afraid, aren't they? Oh, if I say that to that person, are they going to say something to me? Probably. Wouldn't you say that to your best friend? I would. Those pants make you look fat. Sometimes I look like a cat with my teeth like this. Meow, bitch. Sometimes I look really manly. Sometimes I look really childish. Sometimes I look like an old lady. Sometimes I look really fucking ugly. Sometimes I look like a witch. Sometimes I look like a fucking goblin. Sometimes I look like a demon. Sometimes I look like an angel. Sometimes I look like a goddess. Sometimes I look like a fucking bitch. Sometimes I look like a little gay boy. Sometimes I look like a husband. Sometimes I look like a mother. Sometimes a brother, a sister, or whatever. Sometimes I don't even look human. So what do I care? But other people repressing that and not processing it, every time they see me, that stuff comes up. And then they see something else. Who's focused on that instead of what I'm saying? Who's focused on what my mouth looks like while I'm saying it? Do you now realize why before I was making videos like this? So that you guys wouldn't be doing this judgment thing in your own mind. And now I'm doing it this way because now you guys are ready to deal with that part of your soul. So, whatever you think of me is what you're repressing internally about yourself. Get it out of the way so you can see me clearly. Okay. Juanita, mi amor, where are you with that marijuana? Juanita, are you watching this? Not you, June. Sorry. I know a Juanita, an actual person named Juan, and I call him Juanita. He said we're supposed to eat weed-infused honey and hang out with Oshun. Where are you at, bruh? Did you know if I'm since I'm Mary, one of them, it'll be secret for now which one. Isn't it funny that me and Juan would be Mary Jane? If we were hanging out together, somebody's like, who are you guys going to hang out with? Oh, me and Mary Jane are going to smoke Mary Jane. I could never, ever take a relationship with somebody named Juan. Seriously. I would be Lucy and he would be Ricky. He'd be like, Lucy, you got explaining to do. Juan, you got two to do too. Honey bunch. Juanita. Juanita, mi amor. ¿Cómo está? Give me the weed. Can we name our children? Our pothead children can be Mary Jane Jr. and Jane Juan Mary Jr. I don't fucking know. We're all going to be potheads, though. It's going to be amazing. Oh, right. Can we all work? Can we all like manifest this together like a Star Kindler sanctuary and where I can just sit there and we can just sit and smoke together and I'll be like, let me tell you how you guys are fucking up your life while we're all getting high and eating cupcakes and hanging out with like goddesses and shit in the jungle. And it's not even going to be a jungle. It'll be like somewhere in the suburbs. But knowing my ass, I'm going to like grow coconut trees in fucking Canada. And people are going to be like, how you do that? Bitch, I'm Mother Earth. I could grow whatever I want. Jesus, give me my land. Give me my land so I can fuck with people's sense of reality even more. Just let me fuck with the normies. Didn't that bitch just cut all those trees down? Yep. We should have to go to the forest. How did those trees grow so fast? It's Miracle Grow. I bought it from Home Depot. I'm telling you, man, like if I ever get money to build that sanctuary place, it would be like the first month I'd be like, you guys just come here for free. We're just gonna smoke weed. Bring your weed. Bring your marijuana. Everybody that has a problem, we got ayahuasca, marijuana, where everything's legal. We're just gonna chill and everybody's gonna have a therapist on board and they can all deal with medical professionals. But everybody's got to be high. Other than that, nope, no entry allowed. You want to enter? Smoke a joint. Smoked it all? Cool. Get in. There's no admission fee. Your admission fee is to smoke a joint before you come in. It really is. I mean, it literally has Mary's name in it. Marijuana means Mary, my sweet, in the ancient tongue. The sweet star of the sea is basically what Mary Jane stands for. The sweet star of the sea. Mary means star of the sea. Jean means the sweet. Hence why even the leaf looks like 5 petals, right? Earth, air, fire, water, spirit. It's the perfect plant, and the human body has actual fucking receptors that if not fed with THC, cannabinoid compounds, the human body goes into a withdrawal symptom naturally, which is why when you smoke marijuana, some people are like, oh, so relaxed. Why is that? Because the receptors go from being starved to fed. It's kind of like when you have, we know the human body doesn't make vitamin C supposedly. When you don't eat vitamin C, what happens? Kind of like how they say that men don't make estrogen, but they do, but they don't make it a large amount. And what happens? When a woman's testosterone levels get too much and she doesn't make enough estrogen, what happens? When the receptors don't function properly, the body cells create mutations, aka what June just said with her dogs. Because that plant is actually really, really helpful. I still think globally it's absurd that the plant is really even on any list other than cilantro, parsley, basil, lemongrass, sage. Like, what the fuck? I mean, when people tell me marijuana is illegal, to me it sounds like somebody is playing a joke on me and they're like, yeah, man, cilantro's illegal, bro. Tomatoes are like so illegal. Like, you're not allowed to grow tomatoes. I think that's ridiculous, June. For having a plant? You need to take a spiritual bath. You know, you're carrying a lot of that trauma, and I'm telling you, do it tonight. I'm gonna probably take a bath tonight or tomorrow, like just a deep soaking bath. Part of what I'm going to be doing isn't like magic or anything. It's just Epsom salt, sea salt, coconut oil. You know, like just chill out with some fucking candles, put some music on, and just relax. Let yourself cry if you need to. Let yourself get all that stuff out of your body. Like massage it out of your cells. Think about those experiences. Let them soak into the water, flush the water away. And all that stuff you're saying right now, June, your body is reliving that trauma. Do you really want to do that to yourself? You're kind of having a slight panic attack in that way, right? So, what did I teach you to do earlier? Every time any of you want to go in that wheel of pain and trauma, nope. Because what do those emotions do? That. You're in control of your body. Control it. Master it. Or be victimized by it. There is no compassion for weakness. Master your system. Sink or swim. It's a panic attack. Cry about it later. Cool. Get up. Stretch your legs. Slap yourself on the ass. Remind yourself you've been on this fucking planet for more than a decade. And is that shit happening now? So why are you thinking about it? Oh, right, because it's a neural network fucking issue that I've been telling you guys to adjust for over 4 fucking years, but you guys still don't fucking get how to do it, because if that's happening right now, that means if you've been subscribed to my channel for more than a week, you haven't done anything I've said, so have you? So, backtrack all that. Do the things I'm teaching you to do. Because that stuff you're going through doesn't need to be gone through. You already went through that. But once you recognize how much you love yourself and how beautiful you actually are, you're not going to let your mind go to those panic attacks. It's in the past, but you brought it into the future and the present because you're probably going to experience more of that tomorrow because you felt it traumatically today through your nervous system again. And I'm just trying to break the pattern with you right now by being really, really fucking like cold with you because you're absolutely welcome, my dear. Because that's what those panic attacks need. You know, when a child is crying and they're throwing a tantrum, or when an adult elderly person is just being super mean for no fucking reason, or when a teenager is having a panic attack and they don't know, but it's because of their hormones. When that neural network pathway is constantly there, the person internally wants comfort. And the neural network will continue like a water channel, channeling that trauma to get something back. But since I know most of what's going on, like kind of what's going on, because you've been with me for a while, you don't really have anybody around you that's going to be like hugging it out of you, right? If you do, cool. If you don't, well, it's probably what you need. Hang out with a horse if you can. Hug a horse. But what you need in that aspect, then, when you can't get close to hug somebody, you smack it out of them. How do you smack it out of them? Master that shit. It's your fucking body. Are you gonna like? Am I gonna sit here and let my hand go like this? Oh my god, my hand! Oh my god, my hand! Like, if someone's sitting there doing black magic on me, am I gonna sit here and be like, oh, I'm so sad. Everything just sucks. Oh, they're doing black magic. I guess I'll just go eat something. I guess I'll go hang out and do some creative work. Oh, I'm getting negative thoughts about shit from the past. Cool. What am I doing right now? Why is my mind in the past? You know, am I feeling grief? Okay. Why am I feeling grief and I'm not taking action to fix it? You know, am I lonely? Cool. No one's around. What can I do to make myself feel less lonely? Oh, I can turn on the video and talk to people online. Yeah, man. Like, the more we do this together and the more you guys open up and talk to me and talk to yourselves and especially talk to your fucking reflections, look at your faces. Hold a mirror. Look at your face. You were a child. You were a child. You were a teenager. You have a mother or had a mother. You were raised with love. Just because you're 50, 60, 30, 40, 20, 10, 90, 100, dead, ghost, whatever, doesn't mean you weren't a child that was loved. There was at least someone who made sure you stayed alive. So whatever the Shadow King is telling you in your fucking head to piss you off and make you sad, why don't you guys get pissed off instead of panic attacked from now on? Because I've explained to you repeatedly, a fucking panic attack is simply neural networks and nervous systems misfiring due to the thoughts sending signals to the system. You're having a panic attack? Snap out of it. Master that shit. Master it. Otherwise, you are slave to chemical compositions in your body. Mama Lit, there you are, my sweet. Welcome. Glad you're here. I've shown you panic attacks on camera. I've shown you panic attacks off camera. I've shown you how I've dealt with them. And I show you how I deal with them with other people. So, remember how your grandmother would deal with them? Remember how your grandfather would deal with them. Remember how your mother dealt with them. Remember how your father dealt with them. Remember how your siblings, if any, deals with their emotional problems, and recognize you don't have to do it the same way whatsoever. It's just that easy. Because if you're having a panic attack or if you're dealing with depression, it's probably because the mind is missing something that let it feel love. It let you express love. So let's say at 5 p.m. my time, which whenever it was that you were having that that experience, that maybe your neural network remembers that at 5 p.m., 10 years ago or 10 months ago, you were doing something with someone. And now that it's 5:05 p.m. or 5:10 p.m., that person isn't there and your neural network had that experience, but your body's still catching up to it. So it's like, zzz, it's like a trauma of someone not being there and then they're there or going to sleep alone. And then there's that sadness. You got to catch that shit. Yeah, I'm telling you, we in this world, especially with how much people want to get away with shit, we can't let them. And especially when we try to get away with shit with ourselves. I'm not going to work out today. Go do fucking 10 push ups right now. Now, if you have time to sit on your ass for 10 seconds scrolling through a fucking phone, you have time to be sitting there doing this while scrolling on a phone and doing thigh crunches. Train your knees. Otherwise, you're going to be 70 or 80 and have really weak knees and be walking with a walker. Because in your 30s and your 40s and your 20s, you sat there and didn't sit on a bouncy ball, You didn't sit on a couch that let you move all the time, everywhere. You sat rigid. And then your body was like, panic! Because it needs to move. It needs to fuck. It needs to eat. It needs to shit. It needs to sleep. It needs nutrients. How much of that are you guys giving to yourselves each day? But what are you focused on? All the bullshit in the world. What's the problem with the bodies that you're in? Grief, sadness, diseases, discomfort, bullies, gang stalkers, exes, baby mamas, baby daddies. What's the problem internally? You keep thinking that's what you're worth. Yeah, this November I had to really, 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 really recognize why my teeth are the way they've been. And it's also they directed energy weapons and all that shit. We all know about that. The way I've been poisoned, the way the dentist broke my teeth, the way they were drilling and putting mercury in my gums and teeth. We've been over this. But energetically, what was missing was my ferocity, my no bullshit accepting policy, my bite, literally was crushed because I won't say it. I won't say it. I won't say it. The right thing to do is not to say anything. Fuck you! Excuse me. And look, they're regrowing. You guys have been noticing it, right? The more truth I'm speaking and the more authentic I'm being, you notice how they're growing? Look. God. God. God inside. God outside. God everywhere. Dealing with emotions, releasing them, allowing the body to regenerate, providing it the fucking nutrients it needs, the expression it needs. I'm 42 fucking years old. I've been killed. I've literally been dead. More than once. I smoke cigarettes. I've smoked since I was 16. I smoke weed every fucking day. A lot. I eat meat if I want to. I tell people to fuck off if I want to. I watch porn if I want to, and really, I've been laughing my ass off. I tried to look at porn a few days ago, and I'm like, am I just broken sexually? I started watching it, and I'm like sitting there, and then I'm like, wait, I went and fucking got myself chips, and I'm sitting there eating chips, and I'm like, what are they doing? I'm so not even like I feel sexual energy, right? But that low vibrational stuff, to me, it's kind of like watching a different TV show. I'm like, that's not even sexually entertaining or turning me on or anything. You know what has been turning me on? Intelligent men and women. People that speak the truth. People that are sensual and passionate, and people that just are beautiful with no matter what they look like. I was watching a runway show from what the fuck was that? It was so fucking gorgeous, man. Did I save it? Please tell me I saved it. I'm gonna find this because I need to show you guys. Need to see this. The fucking outfits these bitches were wearing. Oh my god. Long story short, whenever you're feeling ugly, tell the ugly spell to fuck off and go look at runway models of clothing, different styles of clothing, 2022, 2023 styles, different designers. Sign up to YouTube channels, subscribe to YouTube channels that show you different fashion, different worlds, homesteads, homeschooling people, magazine, articles. Look at beauty. Oh my God, I've been watching these fucking runway shows of these models who are 3D, like these designers who are 3D printing their fucking clothes and shoes. Jesus Christ, the fucking alien looking clothing these people have. And I'm like, I'd wear that to go to Piggly Wiggly. I'd wear that to go to the Dollar Tree. I'd wear this to go to the bathroom. I'm going to cook my breakfast in that one. I'm going to go over and pretend I'm like, super sexy in this outfit and go walk around the street, stay 6 feet away. You know what I mean? Like, let your mind wander. Fuck, man. Like, where's the fairies and the gnomes and the beauty and the glitter and sparkle and shit? Like, you can spend time being pissed off, or you can spend time hanging out, smoking weed, balancing your shadow side with your light side, and not giving a fuck. Because the more you guys are giving a fuck about stupid things, the more it's like you're sticking a stick up your own ass. And you're like, look, I'm my own picket fence. Okay, I'm gonna smoke a cigarette and like do all the things you're saying are bad and enjoy myself doing them. And I just lost my fucking cherry. Now I gotta go roll another one. Just kidding, I turned it off on purpose. It's in there. I can't even fuck with you guys without telling you I'm fucking with you. So why would you even think I'm ever lying to you? Does this look like a face that has a poker face? Seriously? Bruh. Wait, where did I put those fucking butterflies I took out of my hair? God damn it. Becky, this is all your fault. I'm kidding, Becky. Don't hate me. Don't time me out on my own channel, bro. You have moderator powers. I'm gonna go. Shit's getting goofy. I'm supposed to give you guys this whole like. Fuck off. Until I get teeth, I'm gonna be goofy as fuck. Y'all can deal with it. Oh my god. Can we just sit there watching Belton Cottage, but like just watching the videos of the garden and like listening to music, smoking a bowl? Oh god, I wish I had my food forest. I don't trust ASMR channels, man. They do weird shit. And I'm like, what are you guys doing in there? Why is all the clicking? Colette's fucking amazing. I love her life, man. I am so happy for her and so fucking like glad that her life is that way. Like that woman is living the fucking life. If you guys don't know who I'm talking about, I think this is how you spell it. I think that's how you spell it. Something like that, yeah. So just go look her up. Like that's the kind of life I want to be living. When you guys are like, oh, this Celeste is coming for our empire. She's coming to take over the Illuminati. She's coming to take over. Bro, that's the kind of life I want to live. How far off are you guys from your paranoia compared to what I actually want to be doing? Check yourselves. Like, I want to be super, wealthy, but just because I don't want to worry about money, I don't give a shit about anything else. This is that world. We're supposed to be sharing it. I'm not supposed to be ruling anything, and neither is anybody else. Yeah, and she's a Capricorn, so she knows what the fuck she's doing, and she's obviously leading by example. So you guys should definitely look her up. Libra. Libra and Scorpio and Virgo are the same sign, just FYI. So look into more of your Virgo and Scorpio aspects to balance your Libra. And remember this about everything. The scales of justice are weighed against the pure heart. That can mean, or against a feather, right? So if I'm holding the scales and it's the feather and your heart on one side, then it's being held by a pure heart. So try to go for that pure heart vibe in yourselves. Don't worry about the zodiac sign. Don't worry about any of that other stuff. Just make certain you feel like yourself. You're doing what you want to do. You're not doing things that make you feel bad. You're not denying yourselves. Don't hurt anybody. But like if you want a candy bar, you're not being like, oh, I can't eat that candy bar. Fucking eat that candy bar. But if you're doing shady shit to people and you feel bad about doing it, listen to that. If you do shady shit to people and you like doing it, ooh, we got problems. If you're letting shady shit happen to you and you're not standing up for yourself, problems. If you're too focused on zodiac signs and their placements rather than how you're behaving in life, problem. You will if you just meditate and ask your heart while looking in the mirror. You'll cry a lot because it'll probably be one of the first times you actually listen to yourself. Or if you can, record yourself talking to yourself on a camera. Hold the camera to your face. Talk to yourself. Tell yourself all the things you hate about yourself. And then listen to it. Because you're listening to it every fucking moment probably. Anyway, so you may as well hear it audibly to be like, whoa. That way you can change it. Because the more I tell you guys what to do, the more you're like, but maybe Nope. Okay. You want Queen of Swords? Record yourself saying what you're thinking about yourself. Say it to water. Drink that water, I dare you. And if you don't, why are you thinking it? And then if you guys are like, oh, I can't change my thoughts. Oh, so now you're not a slave to the government. You're a slave to your brain. Cool. And if you don't want to control your brain thoughts, it's people mind controlling you. That's convenient, isn't it? And not knowing what you want, you know what you want. You just want somebody to do it with. Right? Because you know what you want, you're unhappy because you don't have it. You're not doing it. So why aren't you doing it? People are just lonely, you guys. You just need friends, community. And you guys would have that if your vibration was clear enough so that your vibe attracts your tribe. So that's why I'm here, to clean your vibes. Not your vibrators, pervert. Not cleaning those, you nasties. Boil them, unless they're electronic. Then just soap and water. And stop wasting your sexual energy every day. You want to store that shit inside your sacral chakra. And then your solar plexus, and then your heart chakra, and then your throat chakra, and then your crown chakra. You want to move that energy up. You don't want to spew it out of your fucking root chakra. I know, honey. We've all been losing a lot. But it's just stuff that has to go. So start cutting things off from yourself that you know need to go. Like personality aspect, habits, thought patterns. Get rid of them. Why do you think that happened? You can look at it as many ways as you want, but the real fucking honest truth is you're afraid of having things stolen from you and you weren't taking care of your flock. So they got taken from you because you weren't tending them. That's the bottom line, right? Now what are you going to do about it? There you go. You weren't taking care of your flock. They got taken away from you to teach you how to take care of your flock better. Did you learn? Free ranging, but is it free range because you don't want to put the effort in, or is it free range because you've put the effort in to give them that range to be free and they're safe in it? There's a difference, isn't there? Like, I'm just playing devil's advocate with you. I want you to see the shadow side that you're hiding and the shadow side others are hiding by using this conversation as an example for themselves too, you know? Because this is a good teaching method for them. Because people come up with a lot of excuses when they know the answers. And I'm just kind of diverting the mirror back to you. And I'm like, oh yeah? Is that why you're doing this? Is that why you're doing that? Is that why you're doing that? Cool. Liar. But it's okay. I don't care if you're lying. I'm here to help you. You're supposed to lie. That way I can point it out and you can recognize what's the lie. Isn't that funny? I know. Like, and people will probably think, oh, I'm being so mean, but you completely get it. Like, I'm that friend of yours that's like with the sword, and I'm like, what's your problem? And you're like, oh, and I'm like, that's not it. And you're like, ah, and I'm like, nope, that's not it either. And then I'm like, what's the real problem? And you're like, this, and I'm like, I know. So I'm your friend to all of you, not your enemy. If I call you out on something, it's because I fucking love you. If I didn't love you, I wouldn't call you out on it, would I? Now, what are you going to do next time you have a panic attack? 1, 2, 3. Just try it next time, okay? Even breathing. But I know we forget to breathe a lot with PTSD. You can't let it go until it's out of your nervous system. Don't put that pressure on yourself. Take a bath, let it go in the bath. Until then, don't put that pressure on yourself. For now, touch yourself like your mom would touch you. Are you okay? What do you need? Right now. Go do it. What makes you happy? What brings you a smile? What makes you feel sexually turned on in a fun way? Think about it. Nope, 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 nope. By yourself, only yourself, with yourself. No one else, no other living being involved. What can you do right now to make yourself smile or laugh with nothing and no one else, just you and your body? Because remember, the things you're going through are because of a janky, messed up sacral and solar plexus. The energy from the root isn't going up to the heart. So the energy of the heart is left without expression, which then turns to grief, which then turns to victim mentality through the solar plexus, which then turns into a lack of pleasure through the sacral chakra. So right now, what can you do with yourself, by yourself, to make you smile? I can teach you a really silly trick that it's going to be so stupid. You're going to be like, no. Yep. You literally, every human being has an off button for a panic attack. Some have two. Nope, I'm still someone else. Now what? It's just you. Just you and your thoughts. Touch your face. Touch your face. Now, rub your hands together for 5 seconds. Keep rubbing them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take a breath. 5. Now, take the tips of your fingers, and I'm going to tell you to do something, and I want you to do it, no matter how weird it is, okay? Take your index finger and your thumb and pinch your nip. Any nip. Pick a nip, pinch a nip. Gently. Funny, isn't it? That's why they say calm your tits. There you go. Now, everybody, go like this. Okay? Wiggle your fingers. Shake your hands. Do it again. Now, lift your shirt. Okay? Belly button. Right there. Poke it. Like this. Poke it until you feel stupid. Weird, isn't it? You can go lower if you want. Flip the bean. Flick the bean. Your body is an energy center. If you're stuck in one energy, which is an emotion, it's because the rest of you isn't active. Turn it on. Lots of inches of pleasure centers everywhere. Why are you depressed? Your entire body is made for pleasure. Okay, we good? Everyone good? Cool. I hope this helps. I'm gonna go now because I am fighting a giggle fit real bad. Real bad. Okay. Close this. No, 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 no. We're not listening to YouTube shorts. No, no. Okay. All that's done. That's good. Cool beans. 2 hours and 45 fucking minutes. I love you guys. I hope this helps you. Remember, master your body. Don't let it master you. Your emotions are yours to control. Your thoughts are yours to control. Oh, I know, honey. I know. I've been satanically, ritually abused and sacrificed more than once. I know. I know what the human mind and the human beings can do to each other here, and it's fucked up. So what I'm doing is far deeper than what you think I'm doing. This is why I'm making it so simple for you guys, because I can go around and charge you thousands of dollars, or I can run around and teach a bunch of gurus and whatever, but really, it's so simple. It's so simple. Your thoughts are getting away. Things are too hectic. You're too sped up. Panic attacks, insecurities, heartbroken. You have energy centers. Use them. Don't give other people permission. Unsubscribe from people who are fucking telling you all the bad shit. If they're telling you bad shit, do something about it. You don't need to manifest it. Recognize what's your life and what they want you to manifest for your life. Okay. Stop insulting your governments. Stop insulting your politicians. Instead, send them letters of support and solutions and answers. Work with them. If you have negative thoughts about people, if you're afraid of people, if you're afraid of demographics, I think the word is, check yourself. Okay? I'm a little white tranny, Middle Eastern tranny, living in a place that's a very African American, Latin, you know, gangs kind of thing, but not really at all. And they all fucking love me. But try to put a valley girl here, she'd fucking lose her mind. But me, they're all family. All of them. Even the gang stalkers, like, fuck off, assholes. But really, change your perception. Adjust your energy centers. If you have love to give and no one to give it to, start donating, start working with your communities, your tribes. If you're lonely and you're at home and you're like missing someone, or you're just quiet and you don't know what to do, and you're seeing yourself, kind of fade, and you're like, open YouTube, send me a comment, watch a video, just post a comment. I'll see it and I'll reply, because more than likely, I was sitting here being bored by myself too. So I love you, and I thank you too, June. All of you. You guys aren't alone. We're just made to think we're alone. So I didn't go through all that and survive for nothing. I'm not leaving you guys alone. And if anybody tries to tell you to get off the planet, send them my way. I'll kick their ass. And remember, master your emotional state. If you're sad, find out why. Don't just wallow in it. If you're going to wallow in it, then wallow in such a way that you're analyzing what it feels like and what you can do to make it feel better. Let me explain this for you. Sensuality, right, can be sad. What do you mean? I used to, when I was with a Leo, when he was being walked in by his higher self, his high self, whatever, when he was there and I was sad, he instinctively knew what to say or do, but sometimes we would just start having sex and I'd be crying. But it was being like, it turned into making love. But the first initial moment of it was like, I don't want to deal with this right now. Go away. But then after the embrace, the sadness turns to a passion. So you guys gotta find a way to break through that awkward initial phase of getting out of a negative emotion, because you feel like you need a resolution first. The resolution comes when you're out of the negative emotion. Okay? There's no answer in depression. The answer to depression is self-expression. So if you're depressed, you're repressing your self-expression, hence the depression. Okay? A panic attack is not a panic attack. It is a time distortion. Am I in the past? Am I in the present? Or am I in the future? It's a splitting. So you just snap it back into the body. And please, 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 please connect with the fucking planet and the mother goddess. You guys have spent 2,000 years connecting to the Father, which is fucking great. But now even the Father wants you to connect with the Mother too, because you guys need a divine motherly figure. Everybody does. Allow yourself to feel that presence. I have to go look at what they're doing. Oh, don't you even stop. It was literally an entire red snow screen, like red static going everywhere. And every time they do that, you see how it kind of looks green? That's from my aura. But when things go like red and stuff, it's the guides and the I think you guys call them archons and powers and principalities. Okay, I think you know what I mean. And no, to those of you who keep talking in the ethers and saying I'm some... Look. You see it? Ugh. I don't have any affiliation with any of them. I'm what they call a deviant. I'm the thing their algorithms can't contain. So they can't take me out, and they can't keep me in the system. Heaven and hell and on earth, it's kind of like none of them are like, what do we do with this? So when you guys are like, oh, she works for the Illuminati, technically the original Illuminati were formed by my ancestors, so if anything, they work for me. But in this lifetime, obviously, as you guys have seen, I have absolutely no fucking support in any way from any of these people other than God keeping me in a little bubble by myself. So whatever stories you guys are telling yourselves, stop it, because the truth is the fucking truth. And the truth is, I'm here 24/7 by myself in this apartment The only time I speak to anybody else is you guys or the grocery store, or if I call my downstairs neighbor or my mother. I have not had sex in over 6 years. There was one video that was done by people who were doing a smear campaign, and it was all acted and forced. And it was done to do a bait and switch type of thing, to where if I ever become famous, they use it against me. And I'm like, let me give you a show, baby. You know, I don't give a fuck. I've already done pornos when I was younger. I did like 2 of them. That was like 20, 30 years ago. Who the fuck cares? Like, you think I'm hiding anything? Yeah, so like, you're not all alone. You just seem like you're alone, so you pay attention to your own body and your own emotions. Get it done so your tribe can find you. Because I found you because I'm a Scorpio sun in a way, and I've been gifted with that spectrum of going into hell and heaven, back and forth, straddling 2 worlds. So I can find the sinners and the saints, and I create a sanctuary for both of them in one place. I'm getting tired of it. So I'm really trying to get all the bad ones, the low vibe ones, bad, to level up. And those of you who are in that vibration that don't belong there, I'm trying to knock some sense into you guys. Like, get the fuck out of that vibration. You don't need to be in there. So you're not alone. That's the negative energy trying to make you feel sad. Deal with it. Take that fucking spiritual bath. Fill the tub, Epsom salt, salt water, whatever else you want to put in there. Just sit in it and just cry. You don't know how to cry? Think about your life. You'll cry. Exactly. Discover yourself. You're going to realize how fucking beautiful you are underneath all that pain you're running from. You all are. So it's going to hurt. But guess what? I'm right here. And when you're going to act like a fool, I will smack you and tell you, snap out of it. You want to cry? Cool. Let's cry together. But there's a lot of weed to smoke too. So can you hurry up? You know, you can cry while smoking weed with me, can't you? We can smoke and watch cartoons and cry all day. Oh, so sad. You guys will be fine. Don't worry. Oh my God, shrooms and weed, bro. And you have land with horses and shit. What the fuck are you doing on the internet? If I was you, I'd be screaming, running through the fucking fields, high on shrooms, like chasing cats and wolves, and like, ah! Starting campfires and every like all over the place, and just sitting there out there, be like, "What the fuck is going on, you guys?" And then someone would be like, "You're high as fuck, aren't you?" And I'm like, "No, I wish I was." This is me sober, bitches. Oh, I fucking love fire. I love it. Next time you start a campfire, throw some onion peels in there. The scent that comes out clears negativity so fucking bad, like so well, and it will remind you of a ancestral scent. So even if you have a little cauldron or a little thing you can burn something in inside the house, burn some sticks and some onion peels, like the dry, crispy parts of it. Oh my God. I guarantee you, the old ways, Avalon, the gnomes, the fairies, the earth itself is gonna feel like it just went. I guarantee you. I fucking guarantee you. The scent you will smell when you burn onion peels with wood sticks outside or anywhere safely is a scent that triggers a epigenetic historical memory in the human body of being in a tribal culture kind of fireplace place, okay? Like a tribe. Do it. and then be like, oh, yeah, just go do it. Girl, when I had my house in Lake Geneva before Corey stole it, there were 2 fireplaces. I would turn both of them on once a week and put logs, like just big old logs in there, and then handfuls of frankincense on the burning logs. And then I would open the fireplace vents and like put church bell songs, like sound files on YouTube. Every week, at least once a week, by around noon when I'd wake up and have breakfast, I would turn the fireplace on, throw frankincense in the fireplace, blast the church bell gongs on YouTube, and I'd sit there having breakfast, hearing all those gongs, the entire city, the entire fucking block I lived on, like had a forest next to it. And oh my God, people would say, she's at it again, she's at it again. It smells like a church outside. Every day, every week, the entire city block covered in fireplace smoke, incense, frankincense, onion peels. The entire place smelled like home. Just do it. You guys might even cry when you do it. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to feel that vibration coming off the earth when you guys do this, and you're going to be like, whoa. Told you. Okay. What do you think I do all fucking day? I sit here, get stoned, and listen and watch YouTube and Netflix and HBO Max, and I fiddle with stuff. Waltraud Meyer sings Liebe Stod Wagner. I'll look her up. Waltraud Meyer. Look up Angelina Grace. I think that's how you spell her name. Angelia Grace, Nita Bowen, and May Lon. Those 3 are usually my go-to for lyricless music when I want to meditate. If I'm doing any kind of energy healing, I usually I use them and those for sound, like in the background while I have Melon, and then I have Alchemista and Reiki, the Soul, the Silver Sanctum, and Alchemy. Oh no, Pure Soul Alchemy. I would really, really recommend you guys go do Pure Soul Alchemy first, and then do like a sit down, relax, click one of the videos that calls out to you. Click an Alchemista Reiki video or Silver Sanctum or Reiki the Soul. They're good. Look up an Arcturian Sound Healing or Helpful Waves video. The one from Helpful Waves I usually go listen to a lot is Mother Mary's House. And Nita Bowen and Melon, any of their songs, they do great clearing and energy work and everything. Lament for Gilgamesh and the Golden Layer of Ur. Those, oddly enough, June, I've been seeing how to play a lyre on YouTube a lot. Videos telling me how to play a lyre. So I think it's really weird that you brought that up. I had a harp. Corey stole that too. I fucking love harps and lyres. They're amazing. Or I don't know how you pronounce it, lira. It used to be lira. The gold lira of Ur. Gilgamesh. Gish gish. Oh my goodness, the ancient tongue. How you guys have lost it. I will. If you can, after the video's over, click the links in the comments. I'll pin it. whatever you guys are like wanting other people to watch, because we're a tribe here, so there's other people that are going to come in to just get comfy. Get comfy. I'm not going anywhere, and the world's not going anywhere, obviously. So, oh, go watch this fucking movie on Netflix or Amazon Prime. That one, and then this. Yeah, just post them for me. Like whatever you guys do or whatever you guys recommend, do it. And all those channels I linked and mentioned, um you don't want my thoughts on that guy, Mama Lit. You do not want my thoughts on that guy. I wouldn't go near that channel with a fucking exorcist. I wouldn't go near that channel with Mama Gaia herself. I would not. Nope, 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 nope. I used to listen to his stuff before, and I was in meditation once listening to one of his meditation videos, and there was demonic chanting in one of them to possess the vessel listening to the song or to the meditation. It was in between audio files, and I make subliminal affirmation videos, so I know when they layer shit like that to put layers underneath layers. And it was a third layer audio file of a spell being cast. And I commented on the video and I was like, so this is what you do, huh? With the demon shit. And I marked it on the time. And my comment got deleted. And I was like, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Take a spiritual bath, please. Epsom salt water, holy water if you have it, Florida water, rose petals if you have it. You don't need all of them. Any one of them is fine. Stand over the water. Call Christ. Call Mother Mary. Call Father God. The universe itself. Angels of the highest fucking vibration. Angels of pure love and wisdom. The Great Mother and the Great Father's legion of holy angels. You want to call them, you want to bless that water, you want to tell the water you are loved, you are safe, you are protected, and go sit in the water and just let yourself be purified. Yeah, it's really fucked up the way these dark magicians are coming in and pretending to be of the light. And they're like, oh yeah, we're of the light. I'm like, no, the fuck you're not, dude. Anybody with spiritual senses would know that there's like demonic shit all over the internet. I've told you guys years ago, it's a liquid crystal display. Crystals emit energy. It's liquid and crystal. It's moving through the body. So when people are doing shit like this, a lot of them do really shady shit. That's why a lot of them don't like me. Because I'm like, doesn't work on me, does it? And they're like, get rid of the Star Kindler. Nope. No. Sorry. Be careful. Just be careful. If it feels too good to be true, it is. If it feels like too pacifying, it is. If it feels like you're in danger, you probably are. If you feel uncomfortable and cold and tired and just afraid, it's probably an entity attachment. If you're eating a lot of pork, you probably have parasites. It probably causes a lot of anxiety. If you're watching a lot of card readings, you probably have, sexually transmitted demons, but they are transmitted through an energetic transfer of card readings, which is why I've told you guys from the beginning, when you come here, I'm not reading your energy. I'm reading your sphere of reality and where you are in it, and I'm guiding you through it. I'm not reading your energy. I don't deal with your spirit guides. I don't deal with any of that stuff. I sit next to God and we look at the tapestry and what you guys are weaving, and I see the threads and I say, go this way, go that way, do this and do that. And if you guys listen, your problems will be solved in the span of one video. If you actually fucking listen. So be careful. There is nothing I have to gain by lying to you. Ever. I don't get paid for this. I do not work for any secret organization or any known organization. I am not paid. I am not mind controlled. I am not broken in any way to be fucking subliminally influenced by direct voice to skull technology or any of this other shit. I'm immune to it because I am pure chaos itself incarnate. I'm destruction and I'm life. You can't fuck with me and you can't end me. Sorry. Either get used to it and work with me or get the fuck out of my way and evolve. And then catch up. Thank you, Mama Lit. I've been around since the beginning of creation. I just haven't been human very long. And when I have been human, I've been raped and killed and stolen from every fucking time and an ugly spell put on me. So this time, I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying here, and I'm not ascending back up to heaven. And the goddess is not leaving the earth for another fucking millennia to leave people under the care of another man. No, the man and the goddess are doing it together this time. We're doing it with truth and balance. There's going to be fucking, transparency. No more secrets. No more bullshit. When you're ready for wisdom and knowledge to be made available to you, it will be. Until then, enjoy your fucking life. No fucking weird initiations into cults that are, doing rape and fucking sacrifices. Like, fuck you guys. And enough with these hierarchical fucking bullshit families being like, oh, we rule this and we rule that. Like, no. Gaia rules Gaia. Sorry. Christ rules everything else. Sorry. Hi, baby Gaia. Christ is somewhere over there. And in here, you're never going to rule me. So, and you're never going to have rule over the people that believe God or that have any resonance with me. Sorry, guess what that makes me? Another planet. Another sanctuary. Another light being. Bearer. Right? Another ocean. Another star. Because it doesn't just have to be always about one thing or good and evil. They want to play their black and white game. What are they playing it on? Gaia. Does Gaia get a say? She does now. So don't worry. I got you. And Jesus got my back. And Jesus's dad is Sophia's son, and Sophia and the originator and the will of God and the word of God are the Holy Trinity, kind of. So what makes any of these dark magicians think anything they do is going to work? I'm literally still alive. So if they threaten you guys, can I play? If they're trying to hurt anybody, can I try to hurt somebody? If you guys are going to do it, can I start doing it too? I can out crazy you. I can out violence you. I can out rule you. I can outthink you. I can out empire you. I can out legacy you. I can outlive you. I can outlove you. So fuck off or join the party. Because this bitch is not bending towards a father or a devil. Because God, the source of all existence, every time I've bent my knee towards it, it's like, get up, bitch. Okay. Okay. So if your God wants you to bend your knee to him, we got a problem. That sounds like narcissism. God is your father and God loves you. Would your daddy want you on your knees? Would your mom want you on your knees scrubbing the floor? So why would you think Jesus wants you on your knees? When Mary Magdalene was on her knees next to Jesus, what did he do? Get up. And you guys are like, what? Get up. We're not doing that hierarchy, patronizing, matriarchy game. No. Family or get out. Not dealing with it otherwise. Because if it's family, I get to tell you you're being a bitch and you're going to adjust. If I'm being a bitch, you're going to tell me and I'm going to adjust. Because it's family. But if you have suspicions and I call you a bitch, you're going to be like, I knew it. Okay? We clear? Everybody good? Chicken good? Takis? Cappuccinos? I think we're good. You guys all feel comfy and cozy. Good. Good. Just remember, God fucking loves you guys. Anything else is an illusion of mankind. Anything else. There is no way God wants to kill the devil. There is no way God is going to send his creation to go murder a snake. There is no way God made a source of all evil without having control over it and using it as a teacher for humankind. There is no way God allows horrible things to happen to people without a very good fucking valid reason. So, faith, my loves. Okay? And the next person that says shit about transgender people, Amazons, come to me. If you're transgender, if you're gay, lesbian, whatever the fuck, nobody likes you, blah, blah, blah. I'm your mom now. So, come on. Sit down. Grab a joint. You want some chicken? And like, make certain you guys are not even feeling bad about what those people are saying. Just, oh, that's that group. We're going to go over there. Okay? And what else? If you guys are sad or alone, there is a channel here with like 700 videos called The Star Kindler. And I live alone. And you have my email. You have all my contact info, apparently. So if you're lonely, I'm probably lonely. Call your neighborhood Amazon. Let's talk. Let's hang out. Okay? You have no excuse to be sad or lonely anymore. If you do, it's your own fault and you enjoy it. Sorry. Okay. For real, 3 hours and 18 minutes. Can you even imagine if I was getting paid $1 a minute? Dang. I'd be able to buy a pair of shoes. This world is so expensive. For real, right? Like, I just feel like I started this now. It's like, oh, 45 minutes. I'm going to close the video in a few minutes. Okay, but 2 hours later. Remember, again, we've been sitting for a while. 10 push-ups, 10 sit-ups. Stretch. Drink your water. Hug yourself, and hugs to you guys too. And remember the most important thing. When you get sad, you have buttons. Calm them down. Just grab them and be like, no sad booby. Okay? No sad booby. Don't even speak proper English. Just run, whenever you get sad, run to the mirror, grab your tits, be like, no sad booby. Okay? Make it a meme. I don't give a fuck. Just stop being sad. It's really annoying. I can feel it all. I love you guys. I'm right here. I'm literally right here, probably watching TV. If you comment, I will see the notification. I will respond. We can have a conversation. You are not alone. Okay? Buttons. Is that what it sounds like when I say it? Your booby buttons? Oh, it does sound like buttons. I miss my teeth. I can't pronounce words properly anymore because I don't have that fucking tooth there to go. Or man, do you remember how embarrassed I used to be in front of the camera? I'm like, oh my god, they're gonna hate my nose and they're gonna fucking hate my teeth. And look at me now. Fucking weirdo. I was gonna tell you to go drink water because we've been sitting so long, and then I got distracted because I thought, oh my god, you look like a cat. Yeah. Careful with that shit, girl. That's a lot of repressed anger. I used to grind my teeth a lot too. Can we all just take a fucking nice bath tonight or tomorrow and just sit in the water and just cry? Like, can we watch beaches and like listen to sad music? I look fresh. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I feel tired as fuck. Like I need to drink water and exercise. But yet again, I'm channeling like the highest self energy, so I don't know. Loosen up your buttons, baby. And flick the bead. Flick the bead. Entertain yourselves, okay? Pleasure centers. Activate them. You don't need a man. Just to have fun with yourself. Remember, when a man is doing it with you, or a woman, whatever you guys do, if they're going to do stupid shit and you don't know what you like, you're probably going to think that stupid shit is what you should deserve. So get to know your body before you share it with someone else so that when they're doing stupid shit, you can course correct them and be like, no, I don't like it that way. I like it this way instead. Instead of saying, oh, I didn't get an orgasm again. Speak up. Good night, and you deserve to be fucking happy, okay? I love you.